Dirty cash, dirty cash. People are lying in the street, trying to find somebody who me, who'll get them to the top and give them that fast. Trying to get to that dirty cash, it doesn't matter, woman or man. Anyone who'll give them a hand, cash money, that green, cold cash, that's the scene. I've no excuse, I just want you to use me. Take me and abuse me, I got no taboos. I make a trade with you, do anything you want me to. Money talks, money talks. Dirty cash, I want you, and dirty cash, I need you, oh. Money talks, money talks. Dirty cash, I want you, I want your money. Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you. Oh, give me your money. Oh yeah, I want your money. Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you. Oh.
Yo, bro. I think I had some unfinished things. Yo, Eli, why they testing me? Like, I don't always keep the hammer next to me. Like, I ain't got a header to the left of me. Like, we ain't in these streets more than sesame. But that shit chicken, why she texting me? Why she keep calling my phone, speaking sexually? Every time I'm out, why she stressing me? You call her Stephanie? I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie? I call her Heffany. These haters on my body, shake them
Hello everybody, welcome. How are we? Happy FM26 Day to all who celebrate. Hope you're well, hope life is treating you good. Who's managed to get the beta downloaded? I have. I'm sure other people have managed to get sorted as well. Welcome in everyone, by the way, who's brand new. Welcome people who've been before. If you are brand new, of course, welcome. Hello, I'm Tony. I'm going to be your host for today. We're going to start where we start on Beta Day. We're doing, I think this is now season 3. This is now the 3rd time we've done Sunderland Till I Cry, and I'm going to do I'll do a proper intro for Chris separate, because we're also going to be putting this out as a YouTube video as well. So this is going to be the start of our beta save. We're going back to Sunderland. Sunderland have been synonymous with my football manager heritage since God knows when. Who can forget the moment that a Sunderland shirt turned up on stream the day I was sacked? Who can forget the time we had Niall Quinn, Kevin Phillips and Miroslav Klose playing up front for Sunderland, and we stormed Division 1 to get to the Premier League? And who can forget the time we lasted 8 games at Sunderland because it was the wrong decision and we shouldn't have been there, and I only did that because of the fact that it was Sunderland. Few demons to exercise with Sunderland, I think, on Football Manager, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off like this. Now, I will say as well, because it's the beta, and I know you're going to want to look at players and see various players, we're not going to do player lookups, right? Okay, the mods are going to be on it tonight. They're going to be like, no, we're not doing it. It just slows everything down. If you want player lookups, you're going to have to use channel points, right? And it's going to have to be like a reasonable amount of channel points, because let's face it, who cares what Arda Güler looks like, really, in the grand scheme of things, right? We're all here to learn the game, to see what it's like, and we're going to go and have a look in at Sunderland. So welcome in, one and all. Welcome on YouTube as well, by the way. Hello, YouTube friends, of course. And TikTok, I mean, let's be honest, they are still not playing fair. So we're not on TikTok at the minute. Rogie, if anyone asks for a player lookup, you must first pay me however much it costs to order FM26. Yes, you must do that. Rogie might not actually, buy the game, but I mean, if you want to sub and do it that way, I'm happy to sell out and look for players that way, so that's absolutely fine. Calispira Jason, by the way, welcome in, and welcome in everyone who's brand new, and of course Mrs. J and the Arsenal have already resubbed on the primes, and Lord Farkin's in as well. Sir, I salute you hugely. Welcome. I'm on 19,860 TJ points. Yeah, it's 29 million TJ points, unfortunately, for player lookups now. So there you go. I tell you what, shall we just get into it? And we'll work things out as we go. Chris, you've got a hell of a job on your hands tonight, my friend. Let me know if you want me to do a proper intro, and let me know whenever you want me to flag and go, this is quite interesting, and I'll do content, because we might have to chop and do bits of YouTubing live on stream. Slate's in on the Prime. Appreciate my friend. Very kind. Lewis Baker in there as well. Appreciate that. If you're on YouTube, by the way, hello, please feel free to drop up a follow on there as well and like the stream as well. That'd be much appreciated. Chris is going to go for 30 minutes. Oh, good luck leaving me unattended for 30 minutes. Right, let's look into it, shall we? FM26. Let's do it. Here we go then. We're ready. We're about to go and get ourselves set up. Quarantine Cyclist, appreciate the Prime. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you. Mr. Cellophane says, TJ hiring Aaron Falloon if we can. We might be able to try and get Aaron Falloon in. We'll have to try. The man from the FM Show podcast now works for Southampton, and what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful achievement that is, getting the boy in there. FM Llama, by the way, I should say hello, Llama. Welcome to you, sir. Llama, one of the staples of the FM community, an absolute legend in his own right. Music is a tiny bit loud. I'll just turn that down a smidge there. There we go. Is that better? Welcome. Right, let's go to... Oh, we're only doing a beta, so I'm tempted to just do a quick career start, but I'm sure you want to see how it sets up with advanced career setup. So let's do advanced career setup. I will say, by the way, that I'm also going to do a sort of first look or a feel around the setup and my first impressions of the of Football Manager. So I'll do that tomorrow morning probably. The kids are off school, so I might record that in the morning. Look, there you go. Women's leagues and men's leagues, both interchangeable. Yeah, so for those people who are scared about having the women's leagues in there, it's fine. You can turn it off if you want to. If that's what floats your boat, fine. But you know, maybe just leave it on. It doesn't matter, you know. So other nations available, you know that Egypt's in there now for Africa, so Pentagon Challenge is now a tiny bit more difficult. We've obviously got Asia here with playable women's leagues highlighted in green. That's a nice little touch. So we'll get to know that. Europe, so we have Denmark, France, Germany, Italy, Sweden, Spain, Turkey, Wales and England. Obviously it's a shame there's no Scottish women's leagues in at present, but I'm sure they will get brought in due course. I'm sure there'll be people busy knocking up files to pop into the databases as we speak. Not sure if it's working in the beta, says Saxy. I've loaded the women's league with the men's. If I was picking the nation, unless I got something wrong, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I did a little bit of alpha content yesterday, and that's literally as much as I've got. I've got minimal knowledge of where we're going. So let's just pop a couple of leagues in just so we've got some extra players. Not that we're going to be using them because, of course, it is just for beta purposes only. I mean, we are Sunderland, so France seems like an obvious one to put in there. So let's just do that. Let's click France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Scotland. So confirm that. There we go. That's what we're going to do. So let's then go to load. Well, actually put the original transfer. Original real world. Let's put original in because, again, it's beta. Normally I'd play with real world if I was doing this properly. But we are going to be working our way through a relatively short save, to be honest, with the beta. Betas are usually fairly short. What about the USA? Well, you know what, Lord Farkin, we are going to be doing a journeyman for our proper save. So the USA will absolutely be loaded up at that point. Because of the fact that the MLS is in, but the beta save itself is only going to be for like one season on stream, probably, and then a couple of seasons off stream. That's if I've not been sacked. So there is a chance by, next week, we might be managing the MLS anyway. So we might do that. Let's see. We might float around, but the idea is to stay at Sunderland for at least a season, like until the full game comes out. I need to still be at Sunderland until the full game comes out. That's what I'm thinking. Still no San Marino. Unfortunately, not the Arsenal. Unfortunately, not. We are hoping for more as we go through. Right, let's have a look at our teams then, shall we? So this is where we are. Sunderland, relegation favourites, apparently. I mean, favourites? I'm not sure favourites would be the right word. Who else is? Relegation battlers Leeds and relegation battlers Burnley. I mean, favourites for relegation. Oh, Jesus. We have got our work cut out. Surely it's going to be fine. I reckon anything better than relegated is a win. And that is where TJ shines. So let's go in then, shall we? Superb training facilities. Owner loves the club. We know he does. Excellent youth facilities as well. We want to develop players using the club's youth system. We want to play high-tempo pressing football. Sign players under the age of 23. Let's see if that's going to be something I'm going to stick to. Let's play high-pressing tempo football, and let's develop players using the club's youth system. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Let's hit manager profile. We'll start to create ourselves. We're going to create a new manager profile because it can be quite fun. Let's play dress up for a bit. So let's see what we've got, shall we? Normally I go suited and booted, and on recently, well, I had the hoodie on for that bit of alpha content I did, but I think we go back to suits, really, don't we? And I mean, this guy has got it going on. I think we start with this. Like, that is wonderful. Okay, so let's go for skin tone. I'm fairly pasty. Right, so let's do that. You're suited and booted with a red tie. Oh, nice. I tend to go for pink. I tend to go for a pink tie. To be honest, let's go 5'11". That's where I am. Head, face shape. I mean, I've got quite a long face, haven't I? Oh, not like that though. That's slightly disfigured, I think. What's that? Create your manager as Hermione Granger. I don't really know what that means, but it sounds like a good idea. Yeah. The change in the tie knot between the jacket and non-jacket is quite quirky. It is a smidge, isn't it? There's maybe a little bit too much going on there. Let's get some nice hair in there. That's a bit too much. That's not, well, that's, oh. I'm going to spend most of the stream probably picking a haircut, aren't I? That is Big Robbo. That's Big Robbo's hair. What do we want? We want something that's quite nicely shaved, and then a bit of sort of. I think I'm gonna have to go with that. That's gonna have to be me, innit? That's as close as we're gonna get. So try adapting these presets and end up looking like Jermaine Genius. I mean, that's a thing as well. And I'm gonna give myself brown hair because let's be honest, we know it's going grey. We know it's going grey, but we will adapt to what we've got for now. I've got blue eyes, as you can tell. I'm gonna have some glasses on there as well. I have nothing in my ears. I have a massive nose, so I'd rather not accentuate that at this moment in time. Where's beard? Facial hair. Now we're talking. Facial hair. Sort of gingery. How come I can't have facial hair? Where's my beard? Come on. Oh, there you go, style. Right. Big beard, clearly. Big ginger beard, lovely. And then let's go to attire. So let's change our suit jacket to grey. Grey always looks good, I think, to be honest. Scott, love the Sunderland top. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you. I think it's all part and parcel, isn't it? Let's go for a pink tie there and brown shoes, obviously. I look like I'm off to a wedding, actually, to be honest. So I'm not entirely sure if that's the right look for me. I like the two-tone, changing the tone of the trousers and the jacket though. That's quite smart. Maybe I put a red tie on there. That makes me pretty Sunderland, doesn't it? What do you think? That looks good, doesn't it? Let's do that. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a watch on my left wrist. And you know what? I'm already done. That's probably fine. That's probably as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, brown shoes, that'll do. Let's get ourselves in. So we're gonna call ourselves by my own name, obviously. date of birth. Someone criticised me, by the way, on the last stream and said, TJ, there's a bug because your date of birth has you down as 25. And I was like, I literally haven't touched anything. Now, I'm not gonna put my actual date of birth in, so I'm gonna put the 1st of February for that right now. So all we've done so far, Chris, is make me look beautiful. So you've not missed anything really. Place of birth. Well, place of birth is Sunderland. Mother's maiden name, if anyone's interested, I can give you that as well. And then my PIN number. And then for nationality, I'm going to put Scottish because that's what I represent. And then second nationality, English. Third nationality as well. Ooh, select additional languages. I can't do anything else. I can't do any other languages than that. So that's me. This is manager credentials. Okay, this is our manager credentials right now. So we're going to pick, what were we before we became a manager? Was I no experience at all? Or do I go all the way up to generational superstar? Now, I think because third nationality is Indonesian, it probably is actually. That's a good shout, Rugio. My thinking is because we don't want to get sacked at this moment in time. I think something like Continental Europe, a Continental Champion, Icon, sorry. I can't even read. Continental Icon is probably the way to go for this one. You're not only part of club success domestically, but translated to international triumphs as well. Greece, that'll be it. That's 100% it. So, yes. Have I ever worked in football in a non-playing role? Now, we've worked out that podcaster is not an option. So let's put no. Okay, let's put no. For now. Didn't go back to Singapore 3 times in one FM edition. I did. I went to Argentina for a bit, didn't we? We didn't enjoy that, to be honest. Everybody loves badgers, so let's have badgers. Ian Robin, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome in. I will join in with the chat, by the way, so apologies if I'm a bit sort of distracted on just focusing here for now. But obviously, any questions you've got, then do fire them up. Surely podcaster is journalist. Potentially, Oisty, it might be, yeah. It's a good shout. That makes sense. So I'm allowed to pick 3 different coaching styles here. I think the obvious one is going to be entertainer, clearly. Now, I'm not an attacking coach. I think I'm quite pragmatic. I think we'd all probably agree with that. I think I'm more of a defensive coach. Am I a developer? Am I a tactician? I'm not a tactician, but that would be funny to be a tactician, wouldn't it? Develop an approach that leans heavy on possession-based play and being strong from set pieces. That could be me. Specialist. I focus on specialisms like goalkeeping and fitness to gain an edge in those areas. Nope. Energetic. We want to outwork our opponents. Game creaks crashing, says David. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know whether that's not happened to me just yet, I must admit, although I have only just loaded it up. So, but I'm aware that there might be potential. There's still bugs in it, and it's a beta, so it will get fixed as you go through. But clearly, stick with it. Refresh it, and go again. Let's go for developer. And do we want a defensive responsibility or do we want systems? Do you know what? Let's go for defensive, because I think that's what we're probably gonna work with at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. That's a good point. And then when we get to personality, we can have. Oh, it's got to be inspirational. I'm a strong and recognisable leader for the team, aren't I? Clearly, everybody knows that. Clearly, after playing a match and exiting, it just continue to stop working. Oh, that's not good, is it? So my tendency so far then: play entertaining football, develop young players, play defensively sound football, and inspire others. Now this is interesting because there's a slight change here, and I'll talk about this in the video later, a different video, that they've got rid of attributes and they've got descriptions. Now I seem to remember somebody saying that they should get rid of attributes and only have descriptions of staff and players. I'm not saying that they've listened to me, but it's interesting that it's changed. Yeah, It's interesting that it's changed. So this is the breakdown then. TJ, good at defending, competent at fitness, competent at attacking, competent at authority, average in possession, and average tactical knowledge. I'll take that. That reads like a decent school report. So let's get ourselves in then. Okay. Here we go. It's official. We've started. Sunderland have appointed TJ. It's happened. And it feels like it happens all the time. Yeah. Let's do it. Sunderland are about to be inspired. Keep an eye on the right as your options can impact your attributes both positively and negatively. Descriptors are better than numbers, says Alexander. I think so. I'm on the verge of being named the new manager. I'm already here. I'm already in the building, mate. You can't get rid of me now. I'm definitely in. Right, let's just quickly save that. Right. So, here we are then, folks. This is us. Day one, in charge, at Sunderland. Sunderland till I cry. I've got my portal that's already got a stack of messages in there that feels like a lot of work. I've got expectation that I'm going to be the favourites to be relegated. That feels a little bit unfair. I've got, let's see, I've got some pre-season friendlies against Saarbrücken, Ingolstadt, Graja, and ADO Den Haag. And then we've got a home friendly against Galatasaray. I mean, right, fine. Then we start the season at home to West Ham, away to Burnley. Okay, so actual official Premier League fixtures in here. Makes sense because, of course, Premier League is officially licensed. Hence, of course, why I've got the Sunderland badge, the Sunderland kit. So we start the season at home to West Ham, away to Burnley, home to Brentford, Crystal Palace away, Villa at home, Forest away, Man United away, Wolves at home, Chelsea away. And of course, as everyone knows, that is an easy start to the season. That's what Peter would have you believe. Yeah, in real life, Peter would say that is an easy start of the season. So we're going to have to do the same, aren't we? We're going to have to go and just win loads of matches, I think, and prove to people that it is easy. So, yeah. Let's work out where we start clicking, shall we? I suppose the first thing we need to do is get into this WhatsApp message. I suppose the first thing we probably need to do is start to clear some of these messages that we've got in our junk mail, because I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of messages to get through, and I'm not a texter. Do you know what I mean? Like, so if there's going to be loads of messages in there, they're going to have to be important. Otherwise, I'm just going to ignore them, really, to be honest. Barton in on the sub. Thank you very much indeed, and bought the game with my code. Barton, you're a wonderful human being. Thank you so much for the support. There is the code, by the way, if you haven't used it. YouTube friends, if you haven't used the code, please feel free to do exactly the same. I will just pop this here in the chat for you. There we go. That's you as well. Right. So there we go. So we're in. The tiles and cards, by the way, if you haven't seen the tiles and cards yet, they are interesting, right? So most of the screen is clickable, okay? So if I click here on the club profile, that takes me to the club profile. So it pops it out, allows me to have a little look around. So this is the way that our recent history's been at Sunderland. And as you can see, it's not been good recently. Historically, we were fine, but then we had a little bit of a downturn and a Netflix documentary made about us. And then since then, we've tried to make things better. So we are now promoted, of course, into the Premier League. Granit Xhaka, the club captain, get in. Granit Xhaka, love a bit of Granit Xhaka. He's going to be inspirational for us, to be honest. Very much looking forward to seeing him. Club history, there we go again. That shows where we are. And again, you can compare it to other teams. So if you were to say, for example, to compare that to our closest rivals, you would see that historically we've been much better. but you know, that's obviously not what they would say. So there's our overall honours as well, which is nice. Facilities, we can go and have a quick little look in here of our facilities, just see where we match up. Stadium Light's pretty decent, to be honest. 49,000 seats. Training facilities, as we say, for training facilities are good. Recruitment budgets, so we've got £7.75 million still left in our transfer budget. 25 grand a week left for players. There is some scouting budget there as well, so we might have a look at our scouting. So yeah, so clicking on that brings out the scouting budget. Then it takes you to the scouting setups down the bottom, which is in the recruitment bit. So see, everything sort of links together when you think about it. Yeah. So 7.75 million, right? That's not a lot of money. We might need to bring a couple of players in still, I think, to be honest. So let's see how we get on with that. We've got a little bit of a notification there. We've got our supporters profile. Supporter influence is moderate. That's pretty decent. That's fine. Expectations. So attempt to avoid relegation. That's all it is. Attempt to avoid. Doesn't mean we have to avoid. It just says attempt to avoid. So let's accept that, because then they can't sack us if we do get relegated, because we've attempted to avoid. I'm starting to think I've bitten off more than I can chew here. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Tactics introduction. Let's come back to you in a second. I think. Sunderland responsibilities introduction. Let's do this one. Let's start delegating some work out, because I'm not going to be clicking on everything, right? I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be in getting my hands dirty doing training. I'm not fussed about, you know, organising friendlies or talking to the under 21s or whatever. I don't need to know the menu for what we're going to be eating next week. So that's going to be for somebody else. So we have a match, and it might be helpful if you delegate certain tasks to the backroom team. Yes. Let's have a look, shall we? So you can decide to end that at this introduction. Let's continue for now. We already look after everything so far as training is concerned. You can make your own adjustments. No, that's fine. Yeah, you look after training. I'm not going to touch that, to be honest. No chance. I'm starting with Sunderland because my neighbours are Newcastle fans living in the north of Scotland. Go on, Blair. Give it some. And then tactics will need to be done as well. This doesn't seem like I'm actually divvying anything out here. You're 20 views short, Tony. Please step it up. I'm trying, Trek. Come on, viewers. I need more. How are we, Trek? Are you well? Nice to see you, buddy. I think it's an average, so as long as I have like a really explosive end of the stream, I should be all right. But yeah, let's dig them up. I'm also co-streaming on YouTube as well, so trying to balance it out that way. But yeah, let's do. You might want one of us to handle opposition instructions or team talks. Maybe for non-competitive fixtures like friendlies. Yeah, why not? Whatever. Having to deal with transfers is going to go to Christian Speakman. That makes sense. He's done pretty well so far. No tactic, right? There isn't a tactic set. We'll get a tactic. It'll be fine. How much does Granit Xhaka weigh in this game? Let's not go there, shall we? Let's not go there into weight, because yeah, unfortunately, weight isn't a thing, is it? They got rid of that. So, right, begin introduction to the squad. Let's familiarise ourselves with who is who, shall we? Granit Xhaka and Dan Neil are captain and vice captain. Good. Look at that. Leadership 19, teamwork 17. He's made of granite, isn't he? Granit Xhaka. And then Dan Neil as well there. Superb. Probably a bit upset that he's lost his captaincy to Granit Xhaka, but it's understandable really, isn't it? Then we've got Alderete, Reinildo in there as well, from who are our stronger players. Maintaining a good, strong squad overall means striving for quality in every department. It requires a positive dressing room atmosphere. That makes sense. It's always worth keeping an eye on the youth teams for potential future talent to bring them in. Yes. And then sell them, obviously, because that's part of what we're going to hopefully try and do. And then we've got loads of players who are injured for long periods. So Dennis Serkin's out, Alessi's out, Mundle's out, Luke O'Nine is out, of course, as well. Mukiele and Leo Hjelde, and he's going to be one of my star players, I reckon. Leo Hjelde, very much thinking that's going to be it. Eliza Mayenda does indeed hate Sam Fender, and you know what? I've never listened to Sam Fender, but I hate Sam Fender as well, because I reckon he's the sort of person I'm going to dislike. I don't know why. Just looks like it. Financial fair play. Clearly, we're going to be fine until I get my hands on the team, and then it's going to go wrong, and it's going to go wrong pretty quickly. Pre-season prep is not going to be anything I'm going to potentially be concerning myself with. Hello, Kev. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. Nice to see you, by the way. It's a wonderful to see you. If you're not following the United City FM, by the way, and Trek, then you need to get it sorted. Get it done. Go and follow the good people in the community. Right, so this is interesting, by the way. You see this, how many deals are done earlier in the window. You normally see it at the end, and spoiler alert, apparently there isn't a transfer deadline day, so that's something that we don't get to enjoy going forward. So net spend, average transfer value, amount of imported players, amount of done deals, that's all in there. So we get to see that as we go through. There's a transfer rumours section, of course, as well, which there was in the old games. So we can have a little peek on that. Maybe there'll be someone in there that we can go and have a little look at and nab for the team. Like, for example, this guy, Ahmad Diallo. Oh, come back home, mate. Come back home. That's what you need to do. Let's go back then. So the portals, as I say, is fairly straightforward. So we've got our messages, we've got our tasks. We've done our tasks. That's fine. Fixtures, we know the friendlies are coming up. We'll play the first few friendlies, by the way, to get ourselves familiarising with tactics and stuff and try and see how the game plays. And then we can try and fix everything before West Ham. That's what I'm going to need to do. How do I change from euros to British pounds? So you'll need to change that in your settings and your preferences, Blair. So go to your settings here, and then it'll be in there, your actual preferences, and that'll be able to allow you to change from your euros there, or currency. Yeah. Okay. And there you go. Screen resolution. There is windowed mode, by the way, for those people who said that it wasn't there. It is definitely there. And of course, FMpedia as well. We'll do FMpedia a bit later on. We'll do that in the sort of first look video. To be honest, we'll have a little look at that. Even Jebaru, how are you, buddy? Have we managed to beat the under 21s yet? I've not even played them yet, so. So yeah, that's probably for the best, I think, to be honest. Be careful saying FMpedia. I know. You don't want to get in trouble, do you? So let's jump into the squad then and have a quick nosy around the squad. This was picked up yesterday. You can know when the youth take is. So when the youth intake is. So this is going to be, the last one was the 21st of March, 2026. So yeah, we've got 257 days to go until they come in. So you can plan your youth players. Here's our squad. It's our first team squad. This is our under 21s. And this is our under 18s. So that's how you filter through that. Okay. So if you're trying to work out where they were, because you've got your search bar across the top here, your navigation bar, sorry, and then they've got these little drop downs as well, but you also have it underneath as well, so it sort of doubles up now, and then of course it goes to more. So yeah, you've got everything twice, and then you can see some things pop out into their own area, for want of a better description, I suppose. Yeah. That's where we are. Bookmarks, we've not touched bookmarks, of course. We'll have a look at them as we go through as well. And again, they're really handy for things like coefficients and stuff when we do building nations, because I never knew where they were, to be honest. So let's have a look at some players, shall we? Who are we expecting to be our top players in the squad? So first of all, we've already mentioned our big hopes. All hopes are going to rest on the wonderful strapping shoulders of Granit Xhaka who is going to lead the team to glory. I mean, look at this guy. Like, honestly, how have Sunderland bought Granit Xhaka? Even in a video game, he looks ridiculous. He looks insane. If it wasn't for the fact that his acceleration is only 10, then seriously, like, you've got to be happy with this. 17 for long shots, 16 for first touch, 19 for leadership, 18 for passing, 17 for teamwork, technique, vision, 16 for work rate, 17 for fitness and stamina, 18 for composure, 16s for bravery, anticipation and aggression. I mean, whoa. Yeah, he is going to be, like, he's going to be sold, I reckon, by the end of the season. I'm going to be cashing in on Granit Xhaka pretty quickly, if I'm honest. What a player. What a player. And this is the in possession, out of possession. So this shows you what he can do in possession, and then what he's like as an out of possession player as well. So he will change some of the roles. So things like pressing defensive midfielder, dropping defensive midfielder, wide covering defensive midfielder. A load of terms I've never heard of before, if I'm completely honest with you. But we'll get to learn them as we go through, and I'm sure we'll all have a lot of fun learning them. Yeah. Any recommendations for face, logo packs and real name fix? I've got no idea, Bull Barry. No. Like, the game's literally just dropped. I've got no idea. No idea. There'll be plenty. Just Google it. Just Google it. So this is your sort of your basic information screen now as to where we are. So you've got your eligibility, your work permit status is behind my head here. Underneath, there's favourite clubs, there's favourite personnel, promises, nationalities, your social groups, your hierarchies. They're all on there. So again, it's pretty easy to come and see that for the first. So when you just get there, get all the information in. We're going to be live till about midnight, Shay. We're going to be live till about midnight, so you've got plenty of time. Plus, we're cutting this for YouTube as well. So there'll be a YouTube video go up tomorrow to have the episode 1 of Sunderland Till I Cry. So yeah, so that's Granit Xhaka. There is a sort out SI one, but I didn't want to recommend it because they're charging for stuff as well at the minute. So can I still disable the first transfer window? I didn't see that actually, Eshu. Probably, I hope so, because that's what I like doing. I like doing disabling the first transfer window, because for me, everything's already done. Do you know what I mean? It's already done. You can do it. Good. Excellent, Jocks. Open a pack. I haven't got any packs with me. It's going to be Pokemon cards, I reckon, and I'm not going to be allowed to do that. Let's hold out on any channel points things. We can just reimburse, I think. So Robin Roofs looks pretty decent. 16 for handling. I think do you know what? Given how good Robin Roofs is in real life, he's probably, potentially, a little bit underrated here, but maybe that's because no one really knew too much about him. So, yeah, Robin Roofs looks okay. 16 for handling. Reflexes are good. Aerial reach is very good because he's nice and tall. He's determined. What's his positioning? Where's his positioning? 13. Yeah, okay, that's fine. 14 for composure. He's young. He's 22. Do you know what I mean? So he's raw. So I think he's gonna be a decent player for us. Habi Diarra, that was gonna be my next look at. I mean, yeah, he's gonna develop all right, isn't he? He's gonna be fine. 16 for determination and work rate. Again, he looks. I think because we've just seen Granit Xhaka, he doesn't look as good. But then I have to remember he's only 21. And obviously he will improve a lot. He will improve a lot. Obviously, as everybody likes to remind Sunderland fans, all of this, you're going to lose all your players when the African Cup of Nations comes around. Well, yeah, maybe. But let's just wait. We'll put Dan Neil in. That'll be fine. So, Habi Diarra looks decent. I think he looks fine. Chris Rigg, I'm excited to see. Chris Rigg, 18 years old. Technique's good. Fitness is good. Acceleration's a little bit low. I mean, I know he's not particularly quick anyway, but 9 feels a little bit light. Very determined. He looks fine. He looks fine, does Riggy. I thought he'd have a little bit more, but 15 for passing's good, determination's good, composure. Yeah, I think he'll be fine. He'll develop all right, to be honest. Bailey Kadamatri looks all right. I think Bailey Kadamatri is a bit of all right, isn't he? Where's my boy? Where's my boy? We need to see the man, Nordi Mukwele. Look, he can play everywhere. Nordi Mukwele, position, yes. Oh, he's brilliant. He's brilliant, isn't he? He really is good, Mukwele. Like, really brave, really good work rate, really good aggression, good jumping reach. He's been class in real life, so we'll stick him at centre half. Luke 09. Oh, my sweet prince. My sweet, sweet prince of Luke 09. Oh. I mean, is there anything that man can't do? Really? He's one of life's winners. I love him. I love Luke. I really do. We'll get him. You'll get fixed and you'll get some game time, Luke. Don't you worry about that. Speaking of players who need to get fixed, Big Dan Ballard. If he's not injured, he's going to play. So expect him to play upwards of 10 matches this season. But when he does play, he's going to head things. Because that's fucking... Go on. Big Dan Ballard. Give him a bit of the old Coventry City, till the end vibes. That's what we need. And speaking of players who are just hard, where's Trey Hume? Trey Hume, look at that, man. Like, if you've got facial hair like that, you have to be able to tackle, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You've got to. And do you know what? I love the fact as well. Player traits, dives into tackles. Of course he does. Of course he does. He's a warrior. Love a bit of Trey Hume. Who else do I want to see? Enzo, the little magician. Yeah, he's going to be fine. Again, pretty versatile in the midfield. I'm already starting to get a bit of an idea of how we're going to play. I'm going to try and do it similar to how we play in real life. Talby, he's raw. I like Talby. He's got a bit of stuff about him as well. Isidore and Brobby will look at as well. Don't worry. We haven't even looked at Noah Siddiqui yet as well, and he is all over the place. That boy. Here's our box to box. Here's our energy. I'm going to let Granit Xhaka spread the balls all over the place, and Siddiqui's going to be running all over it, and Diarra's going to be sat just mopping things up. I think that's how I think the midfield's going to look. And then Wilson up top. Like, Wilson's just instinctive. 15 for acceleration, 15 for finishing. That's pretty good in the Championship. And I know this is what people will say. It's in the Championship. But 15, it's not quite 17, is it? It's not quite 18. He'll be fine. We will do all right with Wilson up top. We will do. And big Brian Brobby. I'm a fan of his anyway. Football Manager's Brian Brobby. He's going to be okay. He's brave. He works hard. He's strong. I mean, if we're being brutally honest, we probably still do need a striker. We probably could still do with another centre-back, although Halvin said that. I didn't have a look at Alderete. We don't need a centre-back. We'll just let Alderete play. Clearly. Look at this guy. 18 for bravery, 17 for aggression, 16 for heading, 16 for tackling, 16 for jumping reach. Tries to play the ball, play his way out of trouble. Dives into tackles. Oh, yeah. Just class. Absolutely class. And at some point, we will get Job Bellingham back as well. Like, I'm sure we will. Because he'll get upset. I'm sure he'll get upset at Dortmund. And we'll bring him back through. And if all else fails, Ian Paveda will have to play. If all else fails. It might have to fail for Paveda to play. Where is Elijah Mayenda? Is he in the under-21s? Surely. Mayenda's in the under-21s. Move him into the first team. Come on. Oh. Move him. Squad. Move him to the senior squad. Come on. Elijah needs to be in the seniors. I know. I've got no idea. Unless he's just gone there for a bit of a rest and hope that nobody would notice. You know what I mean? You don't do that, do you? We've got Zach Johnson in there as well, who's pretty handy. What else have we got that's going to be meant to be pretty good in the reserves? Oh yeah, Ogunsoy. He doesn't look as good this year. Kevin Phillips is a staff member. Oh, maybe. Maybe. I think that's not a bad shout, you know. It's not a bad shout. So that's our first team squad. Shall we have a look at a basic tactic for what we think? Because it says here, focus on a build-up play in possession and focus on a strong low block when out of possession. It's almost like they can read my mind. This is exactly what I want. General performance, bad. How can general performance be bad? Gegenpress, tiki-taka, and vertical tiki-taka. That is apparently what we're good at. Are we a gegenpressing side? I don't think we are. I think we could vertical tiki-taka. We could keep the ball. But then again, maybe we do. Maybe we do press. I prefer counter-attack personally. Let's go fluid counter-attack, I think. Lower defensive line, so mid-block. Trigger presses more often. Direct counter-attack. Get the ball out. Less effective against defensive opponents. Less possession. Let's go direct, I think. That feels more me. So, 4-3-3. DM wide. I think keep with that 3. So, Xhaka, Siddiqui, and Xhaka, Siddiqui, and Diarra as that 3 in the midfield. That's what I think. And then when we're out of possession, I think we really just drop deep. Do we go to 4-2-2-2-2 out of possession? No, I think we really pull players back in. Although maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe, because we could do with having someone as an outlet. Let's do that. Let's just literally pull players back for a minute. We can tweak it as we go, right? We can tweak it as we go, because obviously things are going to be slightly different, aren't they? When we try and mix it up a bit. So Ruben Rolfs can go in goal, and then right back would be Trey Hume, obviously. And then the no-nonsense centre-back would be, presuming everyone's fit, I guess at the minute would be Ballard. The other centre-back would be Alderete, because Mukwele is injured at the minute. You can't see who your best penalty takers are when picking them. No, you can't. Is that right? That's interesting. That's also quite concerning as well. Gertruda or Reinildo. Put Reinildo at left back for now. Let's put Diarra at defensive mid. And then we're going to put Xhaka. And I want to put who do I want in midfield here? What's Siddiqui, don't I? Where's Siddiqui? Where is he? There he is. Right. Siddiqui goes there. So I don't want him as an advanced midfielder. I want him as a box to box actually. And why can that only give me attacking midfielder? Channel midfield playmaker. Can I change that completely. Let's put in possession. Still not letting me change it to box to box. Okay, let me have a think about that then. Maybe does he have to go there? Does that change him? Oh, right, okay. Right, so in possession, he's there. God, this is confusing, isn't it? Because I wouldn't have put him there. So, okay, so my 3 are actually going to sit here then. God, that makes me feel as though we're sat really, really deep. Right, okay. Fair enough, let's try that then. Okay, up front we're going to have Wilson on his own. On the left can be Enzo Lefebvre. And on the right can be Adingra for now, with the option of potentially being Siddiqui. Talby. Sorry. Right, so that's how we're lining up for now in my current mind. Now, for those who were in yesterday, we saw that you can click onto your out of possession tactic. If I then put Siddiqui up here, for example, that then gives you a bit of a warning saying he's too far away. So it means that he can't actually do what you're trying to get him to do. So it tells you to not do that. So actually then, if I put Xhaka there and have him as the... So I think he's a deep line playmaker rather than a attacking player, isn't he? Would he be able to do that then, can he? Key attributes: passing, vision, decision makings, midfield playmaker, operates the line between defence and attack, looks to play progressive passes and killer balls. That could probably work, couldn't it? Pick the ball up and get it moving. Yeah. There you go. Let's do that for Xhaka. And then Lefebvre is going to be an inside forward, so he's going to cut in. And Adingra is just going to be a standard winger out on the right. Hume, I want him as a no-nonsense fullback. Can I have a no-nonsense fullback? I don't think I can I? Have to move him up a bit, do I? No, just put generic fullback. Well, does he get forward? He does get forward, actually, doesn't he? Yeah. Let's keep him as a wing back then. Reinildo can probably stay back a bit then. Right, that's my in possession. And I suppose that a centre forward plays in the last line. Channel forward runs the channels. Do you know what? I think that he does that, doesn't he? He gets out wide, does old Isidore. And then out of possession, I want him to come back, and I want him to be the outlet centre forward. So be the option, and then Lefebvre. How quick's Lefebvre? Who's quicker, Lefebvre or 14? 16. Right, I'm gonna have Adingra as the outlet on the out wide. Okay, so I want Adingra to start bombing forward, and I want Diarra to drop into centre back. That's good. Xhaka. Pressing defensive mid. And then Siddiqui can just be a wide covering defensive mid. Right. That's how I think it's going to work. Okay, that's how I think it's going to work. It might not. It might be completely wrong. But direct football, high tempo, standard width. We might even go wider if we have to really sort of stretch the play. Counter-attacking, obviously, not much creative freedom. In terms of our positions, we want to have our out of possession. We want to play in a low block, really. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. In possession, again, we're sitting pretty low, which is fine. Does that make sense? Happy with that? I think that sort of seems to make sense to me. I think we can probably continue if you want to. Yeah, Xhaka can play behind the strikers very well. Plays that position quite a few times when he was at Gladbach, I suppose, because he does like to shoot from distance as well, doesn't he? So he's got that ability to actually score goals, which is something we're going to need, to be honest. FM Girls here, by the way. Hello, Alice. I've been miles away. I've been absolutely miles away. I've been trying to focus on football stuff. So sorry I didn't see you there, but hope you're well. Welcome in, friendo. The host of the WFM Show podcast, by the way. If you're not familiar with the WFM Show, you should be. It should be your new favourite podcast. Next to the FM Show, obviously, as well. But yeah, episode 1 came out on Monday, and it was awesome. So please do go and check it out. Yeah? Jesus loves you, bro. Great save. Sunderland has huge potential. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. See? He knows. He knows. Let's go recruiting, shall we? Let's go and have a look for some strikers. Because there is one striker that I know is available on a free transfer. I signed him yesterday for Manchester United. And I'm not sure if we go back and we go back to the well, so to speak. It might not be the worst idea, you know. Lord Bamford. Is it the worst idea? I don't know. I don't know. Strand Larson. Where's Strand Larson from? Have a little nosy about. I'm not massively up to date on players that are real, obviously, as well. We've got £7 million, so I'm not going to be going for ridiculously expensive players. I know Sam Adjo signed Falcao the other day on his save, and then that's in my head a little bit, thinking that's not a bad idea. Do you know what I mean? That is not a bad idea at all. Divock Origi. Che Adams. He's got Balotelli. I can't go for Balotelli. There's Falcao at 39 years old. I can't go for Balotelli. I can't go for Falcao. Even I know they're too expensive. Jonas Wind is wanted by a few clubs. I had him in the FM Show network save, and he wasn't very good. But then part of that was also my fault. Check out Mark Zhuey. It might be worth loaning back. He could be, you know. I mean, he was potentially someone that we had hopes for, and then they were like, yeah, we're just going to send him back. And it's like, yeah, thanks for that. 38-year-old Hulk, Lewis Muriel, Choupo-Moting, Chicharito, 37, Chris Wood, 33. Javinho. Balotelli's only 34. He's a spring chicken, pretty much. If you want to buy Charlton. Belergia. Luis Montoyo, 23. I mean, he's got a little bit of potential there, hasn't he? 15 to 19 for finishing. Acceleration's fairly decent. How do I scout? Scout player. Yeah, let's pop him on the shortlist as well. Just sold Clark and Bellingham clauses and boosted my budget to 34 million. Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a bad idea at all, because we're not going to be here for a long time, are we? We're only here for a short time. potentially. Let's see. There's Jovino in there as well. Oh, yeah, we can do that. We can take ourselves up to 34 million quid. So if we sell all of these clauses here, we get 8 million quid. Let's do that. Right, let's take the money. Let's take the money. And then Job, we can get some money back as well. Get all that in. More money back in the pot. Let's also put Job on our shortlist because we're gonna want to loan him back in at some point, aren't we? When he inevitably doesn't play for Dortmund. So I've now got £7 million. Presuming that money comes back in. At some point. Right, let's see who else we can have a look at then. Because if that's going to change our thinking from free transfer strikers to actual strikers, then I might have to restart the game, because I was kind of thinking, you know what would be fun is signing Patrick is basically signing Patrick Bamford. And I might still do that anyway, but now I'm going to have to bring in an actual player as well. So you know what? Let's bring Bamford in on trial, because why not? He's 31. 25 grand a week wages isn't a lot of money. Martin Braithwaite, Dazin Maeda. He's not really got good finish, has he? He's quick. Edison Cavani, 38 years young. Sargent seems to be well recommended, doesn't he? He's got 20 million. He's a little bit slow though, isn't he? Like, do you know what I mean? 14. It's just, if we're thinking that we need a bit more pace with Isidore, and he's 15, and we're a little bit more worried with that as well. That's, do you know what I mean? He-Chan, one of a wide player, isn't he? I mean, I always keep going to Jonas Wind. I always do, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'll pop him on the shortlist. In fact, let's scout him as well, because he feels like a TJ player in the fact that he's big and Scandinavian. Yeah. Evening, Chris. Welcome back in. Chris, you've come in at a good point. We've sold our clauses to make money. Played 48 minutes of a match so far, and the stats aren't showing. They should be if you click in the stats during the match. Vote Veg host. I'm trying to sign Patrick Bamford again. I am. I think this might be my new thing. Like every match, every game might have to have Patrick Bamford in it somehow. Emmanuel Dennis, Jordan Larson, Christian Benteke, Vitinha. Ooh. Okay. 25. Oh, he's a wide player though. Let's shortlist you as well. Did I see the text earlier? Yes, I did, and I think I presumed I said it on the stream. I might have said it in my head. Yes, good idea. Good idea. I'll do the intro separate, and I'll add it straight in, and you can have a little bosh at putting all that together. That makes complete sense. So yeah, trying to find a striker in a haystack at this moment in time. Fabio Barini. We could bring him back home before he goes to Salford. Berto. George Puskas. We've signed Puskas. Diego Costa. Is that angry Diego Costa? It is angry Diego Costa. He's a perfectionist though. Is there maybe something in that? I don't know. Is there a Delafeo? Stefan Jovetic. Is he 35 now? Jesus. Cameron Archer from Southampton. Well, he's quick, isn't he? He's quick. £15 million worth of Cameron Archer. Let's scout him. And while we're at Southampton, where have we got staff? Let's have a look in the recruitment team, shall we? Where are they? Right. Where is he? There he is. Yay! Good old Aaron's in there. Right. Let's try and get him in. He's not interested in discussing contract. Whoa, Aaron, come on. You've done me a dirty here, bro. I've only just joined and I feel it would be inappropriate for me to consider a move elsewhere this soon. Aaron, I respect your loyalty. I really do. But, do you know what I mean? I am a little bit hurt. We're on a podcast together. You know, but fine, you know. He's got principles. I like it. I like it. He said, no, I'm here. I'm doing a job. That's fine. What else we got down here? Mac Targay, Silverino, going to be some big drama in the next episode. I hope so. Because it's going to be Patrick Bamford and Diego Costa up front as we go into the Carabao Cup. And do you know what? Now I've said that out loud, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. I think that feels pretty handy. That feels like a proper Sunderland strike force, doesn't it? Mikkel Kaufmann, 24 years old. He's wanted by Mönchengladbach. Lyndon Dykes, 29 is he? Bonazzoli. Bonazzoli doesn't look dreadful. I mean, that's literally where I'm at this point going, he doesn't look dreadful, so he's probably fine, right? Josh Madger, bring him back as well. Why can I see Zlatan Ibrahimovic at the bottom of this list? Tommy Conway. I did say I was going to try and get a season done, didn't I? I'm not entirely sure I am. I'm just looking like at players, just going like, I don't know who any of these people are. If I get Zlatan, could you imagine if I get him out of retirement? It feels like I'm the person that would do that, isn't it? I mean, oh, I've seen TJ's just signed Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Like, how? No idea. No idea. But he did. Right, do you know what? I'm gonna click continue. Whether it's a good idea or a wrong idea, I'm gonna click continue. Again. I'm going to see some money. Right. He's Bamford crazy. He's Bamford mad. He's the best guy that a Bamford's ever had. Right, let's say hello everyone. Let's see how quickly I can upset everyone in the dressing room. Okay? Team cohesion, very poor. Dressing room, very poor. There are no players at the club would consider me very happy. Oh dear. Team's collective mental state is disappointing. It's going to get worse. With a wide range of ages, team leaders are expected to look out for the best interests of the players and company with any problems so they can be solved quickly and easily. That makes sense. This is just an explanation of what everyone does, isn't it? Right. Okay. What have we got now? We've got players coming in for our players. I'm not really... Do you know what? Yeah, fine. Just... We can sell players off. Oh, it's going to be loans. That's fine. Okay. Away you go, mate. Go and get some football. Zach Johnson. We might need Zach Johnson, so maybe we don't. Maybe we don't go training induction. I mean, I'm not bothered about an induction for training. And set pieces, I'm just going to agree to whatever you've just done. Meet the players. Here we go. This is going to be good. Hello everyone, I'm your new manager. You might not know me, but I have got a podcast, and therefore I'm now in charge of a football club. Why? Because it makes complete sense. That's why. Now, I'm going to tell them I've been very, very proud to be here. So let's do that. Granite, it's great to have you here, and I think we're all looking forward to hearing what you've got to say. Granite's on board, or Granite is about to lynch me. I'm very passionate about providing strong and secure defensive foundations. What I can promise from day one is I'm a passionate developer of talent no matter the age. Football is supposed to be fun. If you know nothing else about me right now, know I'm a born entertainer who wants to play with freedom and confidence. Basically just a chilled out entertainer. that's what I am, innit? Where's the guitar? He went home to get it. Sell the Patreon to Granite if he wants to hear from you. Yeah, well the thing is, Granite, from as little as £3 a month, you could get an extra episode of my podcast. I'm going to say that I'm a developer of talent. I'm pleased to hear that. Good. I also want us to enjoy ourselves and entertain the fans. But I also think the things have built on solid defensive foundations. That sounds pretty positive and optimistic. Let's go. Good. Yeah. Awesome. Let's leave that meeting then. I don't think we've missed the dressing room at this point. That's been done. Introduce ourselves to the squad's been done. Patrick Bamford is on trial. It's got to happen. Patrick Bamford is going to be with us every single save, I think. Boss first, friend second, entertainer third. That's exactly it. Jameson mused. Press conference time. What does it mean for you to be given this opportunity? I think it means I'm excited. Yeah. But I do think it's a great challenge, both professionally and personally. Do we have a wage budget to bring the right players in? The budget has been set. I'll work with what I've got. No talks are planned. I'm not discussing the club's finances at this point. What attracted me to Sunderland? They're a massive club. This has got potential to be something really special. Was there anything that gave you reason to doubt whether this was the right job? My own abilities. There were no problems. Why this job in particular? I share the philosophical view on football. There's a very, very philosophical view on football. Having been born here, you must surely share some of the connection with the fans, despite not being a supporter yourself. I mean, I've obviously not added who I support in here, so Sunderland have lofty ambitions. Hiring you is said to be the latest step in meeting them. I'm honoured to be asked to guide them. What do you think of the Sunderland squad? We're keen. Everyone's going to have an opportunity to develop. Have you met the players? Yes, and Granit Xhaka likes me. So, that's good. Are the fans important to your long-term plans? Yeah. Where can this club go under your leadership? Oh, West Ham. We're going to go to West Ham at some point. And Burnley away in our first away game. We'll aim for the stars. What's your approach to the training ground? That's nothing. That's not for me, to be honest. Mrs. J, not been sacked yet. Not been sacked yet. But then again, we haven't played any matches. But that doesn't normally stop me. Yeah? Where can we expect to take in League One? Thank you, Dazzler. I appreciate that. And worryingly accurate. Leighton Orient made an offer for Jensen Jones. Jensen Jones. I've already done a team meeting. I don't want to go back there. Yeah, why not? Like, away you go. But actually, maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But who knows? Who knows at this moment in time? Every Sunderland fan tonight is saying the same thing because he still can't believe we have him. Granit Xhaka likes me. Yep. Beautiful, innit? It's wonderful. Didn't see an option to add favourite teams either. No, I didn't see that, MCG. So it wasn't just me. That's good. Our recruitment is led by Florin Gasolfi. We are looking for 15 to 23-year-olds. I like that. Recruitment also holds information on the recruitment focus areas. That's fine. This is just an introduction. I don't think we need this. Okay. We're working on recruitment all year round. There are limited registration periods. Fine. £34 million in the transfer kitty now, everyone. Right. Oh, okay. Now we get to some recommendations. Keane, Lewis, Potter, Genny, Bellerdi. Who are these lads? Leonardo Bellerdi. Wanted by Man United. Okay. Andrea Colpani. What's he? Free roll. Okay, he looks interesting, doesn't he? God, you can't change the attribute colours. Blue, light, and yellow and green look the same. It does a little bit. I don't want to go back to the meeting. That's the wrong thing. That's maybe needs to be just tweaked out a little bit. Let's go to... Where was it? Recommendations. There we go. Player recommendations. Gayla Due, Oscar, 26-year-old Liberian, Joel Piore from Leeds, Tayo Iowoni from Forest, centre forward. Didn't know what Gasolfi's done to Sunderland. He's very highly rated. Oh yeah, he left Roma. And that's why I like everything sort of just really shot up for us. Apparently he turned down Newcastle and Juventus by all accounts to come here. So good finishing, good acceleration. What's his off the ball's decent. Decision making's not great though, sadly. Vipotnik, he's not particularly quick, is he? Right. I think we're going to end up with Patrick Bamford at the start of the season, whether you like it or not, chat. That's what's happening. Bamford's going to be the guy. Or Luis Suarez. Probably Bamford. £52,000. I don't think we can get Undav. I think he's going to be a little bit too good, to be honest. Notice the back button's a little bit janky too. Resigned at United after 4 days, hitting back and kept sending me back to Glazer's face. Yeah, that's not good, is it? And it's like, oh, yo, you're still here? You're still here? Okay, cool. Peter Musa? No, he's not really the guy. I'm not going with Falcao. And part of me does think the Balotelli would be funny. But I mean, Balotelli and Granit Xhaka, that feels That feels pretty good, doesn't it? Have we done this yet? Right, done. Okay. 2 unread ones. I haven't done unread. Oh, there you go. Sorted. Syed Balotelli didn't score against Bromley. That's all you need to know. That's Patrick Bamford it is then. Messi to Sunderland. Could you imagine? I'm a big fan of it. I mean, I'm also I'm still thinking Diego Costa might be the way to go. Let's not discount Diego Costa, right? Because we've got Elijah Mayenda is a Spanish forward. Diego Costa is a Spanish forward. So that might work, possibly. That sounds daft enough, doesn't it? And it's a free transfer, so ultimately, what's the worst that can happen? It's not like we're signing Hulk or Timo Werner. I mean, that would be a bad sign, wouldn't it? That would be a bad signing, actually. When did he go to Leipzig? Recently. Yeah. I mean, he hasn't scored goals, so it could be a Sunderland signing. Jonas Wind would be great. I'm a big fan of Jonas Wind. I like Jonas Wind. He's big, he's Scandinavian. He can do what I need him to do. The pace is going to be the concern. But it might be that we end up having him as a 2, possibly. Him and Wilson, or him and Mayenda, maybe. He's cool. He's like a breeze. Wout Weghorst. I did see Wout Weghorst as well, actually. Let's auto-selecting, excluding our youth prospects. Where's Wout Weghorst? He's at Ajax, so I think we've just missed out, actually. So yeah, I've not moved quick enough. Sadly, this is sometimes my problem, innit? I dilly-dally a little bit too much. Give Brobby a chance, he'll score. He will do. He absolutely will. He absolutely will. And I'm not discounting Brian Brobby. I just think we need another player as well, because there's lots and lots of games, and I'm planning on, being in competitions, so we're going to need multiple players. And if we can bring someone in who's fairly cheap, then that's going to help as well, isn't it? Plus, also, it's content, right? We need to remember that as well. And sometimes I forget that. I don't forget it. Eduardo Quaresma. He's called Quaresma. He's clearly going to be great. Suleiman Mara. I mean, Mara is just a name for mate in Sunderland, so maybe we get him in. Howard Bellis. It would be good if we could actually get somebody signed in the first episode. And Chris, just to let you know, I think it's just going to be Bamford. We're just going to sign Bamford in the first episode, right? Let's just accept that's happening. Is Depay not? Oh, Depay. What now? What was the thing with Depay? Is Depay a band man? He's at Corinthians. I thought Depay was a bad man as well. So let's definitely not consider that, even though we can't now. But I do think that Patrick Bamford is going to be fine for us. I don't even need to. Oh, is it Promes? Promes is definitely the bad man. Yeah. Was he a drug dealer or something? Promes. Bad people go to South America to hide. Would have been what? A techie signing as well. Give Bamford a pre-match parley. He'll be Spanish enough too. He wants to play as a target forward. Do you know what? I'm happy enough with that then. And if you kick off about not playing there, then fine. Let's get that contract in. 35 grand. He only wanted 25. He was a smuggler. Quincy was the ideal name for a drug dealer, to be honest. I think so, yeah. So 30 grand for Patrick Bamford. 1 year extension after 10 games next year. Alright, there we go. Bamford's in, we think. What was the other names that were being chucked out there, by the way? Alexis Sanchez. Undav. I had a look at Undav, didn't I? Are we going to be able to afford him? Oh, 19 million. Yeah, we could actually. 50 grand a week wages. That's a lot of money though, isn't it? Have we got that money? If Alexis Sanchez gives you 50, gives you 10% of what he did at Arsenal, you've got a beast. It's a big if though, innit? That's the problem. It is a big if. Like it could be great. It could be great, but let's take that off. Let's go to contract status is unattached, and let's just work out any player that's unattached and see who's about. Just any names you recognise, shout them out. Pjanic, Daniel Amate, Anthony Modeste, Fernandinho, 40-year-old Fernandinho, Javinho, Douglas Costa, Ismaili, Josh Da Silva. There's a football manager throwback. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. There's a man that's made of glass. 31 years old. 31 years old. I don't think Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is the right idea. I'll get him in on trial, but I don't think he's going to fit in this new look Sunderland side. Am I going to wait until Will Grigg? Definitely. Mikel Antonio. Again, I'm not entirely sure Mikel Antonio is quite built for what we're trying to do at this moment in time. Dimitri Payet's 30. He's 30, is he? Ponk. We've got to sign a player called Ponk, surely. From the Cape Verde. Aggression, 16 to 20. I mean, he's called Ponk. Get punked. chat shit, get punked. All his stats are grayed out, attributes are grayed out. Yeah. I play with attribute masking on, so we're going to get him in to scout him, but he's called Ponk. Like, he's clearly going to be the best player ever, isn't he? Really. This is how we ended up with Aidan McGeady. I think Scott Carson. This might slightly go against our signed players under the age of 23. Victor Moses. Imagine the kids shouting his name after Belton went in for 30 yards. Ponk! Tell me Ponk's a CM. Centre back, mate. Centre back. I think I love Ponk already, and I can't tell you why. Other than his name, clearly. Ugh, Jack Rodwell. Oh my god. Alexis Tadibi. That's not the lad that was at... No, it's not, is it? Tadibi was at West Ham, I think, was he? Mamadou Diarra. CB Pong is sensible soccer branched into wrestling. That feels fair. Graham Dorrans. Niko Vukanovic. Nathan Ferguson. Deplange. Stefan and Beer, 39 years old. Right, part of me thinks I've done a better thing than getting Falcao in. I think, look, Bamford and Ponk, like, that's a pretty good start to our season, surely. And if Ponk isn't very good, then I think the game's wrong. Surely Ponk's going to be class. Surely. Based on literally no information. Did I see Philip Kostic as a free agent? Possibly. Who's he? Is he any good? Oh no. No, you didn't. He's at Juventus. Right. Ponk has agreed to come in. As has Oxlade-Chamberlain. Like, have I forgotten that we're not in the championship here, by the way? Like, I've just sort of went for a whole bunch of championship players rather than players that are gonna push us on and take us to the next level. Ponk, apparently a 2-star player. like, he looks crap, doesn't he? Let's be honest. He doesn't look very good. But he's going to be playing in the World Cup with Cape Verde. 500 grand a week minimum wage. Get the statue outside the stadium ready. Ponk Pervader 09. Like, this is going to be great, isn't it? Where's he played previously? No club that anyone's ever heard of. Just, he's been all over the place. Turkey, Portugal. Amazing. Ponk looks solid. You lot are going to make me back. Like, the thing is, what I'm drawn to, there's some stuff here. Leadership. I like the fact he's a leader. I like the fact he's aggressive. I like the fact that he's fit. He's got good balance. He's strong. He can tackle. His jumping reach isn't great, but in a 3 at the back, maybe. Right, let's have a look at him in a friendly. And Oxlade-Chamberlain's going to want far too much money for his abilities. But again, maybe Oxlade-Chamberlain might be alright. Ponk! Right. It's time to have a look. Ponk's going in the starting lineup. Okay, he's straight in. What do you mean unavailable? Oh, you bastards. Why can't he play? Do you not mean in? Right, where can we put him in the I need to put him in the training camp. Or do we just trust our instincts and go, right, he's gonna have to play? Oh. I mean, Bamford's there, so he can go on the bench. I can't believe that. Poor Ponk, man. He's travelled all the way. He's put his passport in. He's like, that's fine. Like, you know, my mum says I can come. And he's turned up. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, mate, soz, can't even get there. Click IP role, and it can organise the team sheet. Oh, setting one up the wrong way though. That's the problem. I want it. It's a bit messy, isn't it? This way around. Selection info. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there'll be a way of working around it, I think. Gertruda. Put him on the bench. Who else there? Traore, Talby, Abdullah Bar. Oh, they got Abdullah Bar and Ponk. Big Brobby on the bench. I should have just clicked, like, you know, pick best team or something, shouldn't I? Right, that'll do. There's enough subs on there. Roofs and Ronaldo. Okay, so after all that, I can't play my goalkeeper. He's on holiday. Just footballers, just like, oh yeah, terribly sorry, I'm offering me ollies. Right, I'm having a great time, Gaffer. Right, and then here I am. I've got Ponk desperate to get involved, and he just can't. So, right. I know they're on holiday. That's why I've taken them out, haven't I? Oh, apparently not. Oh, they don't, right, do that. Oh, Mazawaku. Oh, he can play at left back, right. I mean, he's not great though, is he? But he'll do. Okay. Right, it's just a friendly. Let's get it done. Like, I know he's on holiday. What am I doing wrong here? There you go. Right. Now we can go. Okay. Let's get in. See what happens in this friendly match. We're going to sit in a low block away from home at a team we've never heard of before. Saarbrücken. Granit Xhaka's turned up. Okay. I want them to win. Right, they've got 3 at the back. We've got 1 up front, technically. Okay, let's see these brand new stadiums. There's the official Sunderland kits in the game. Look at me in my lovely suit. Saarbrücken had almost a Cinderella run in the Pokal a few years back when they were in the regional leagues. Oh, really? So very similar to Sunderland then, in that sense. Were they the team that... no, it wasn't, was it? Who was the team that... it might have been them, actually. Didn't that happen... It's happened recently as well, didn't it? With another team, I think they got to the semi-finals, or what is it? Was it semi... Not might even been the final this year. And I think they eventually got beat by Germany, didn't they? By Bayern, I think. So this is one of the things that I have found slightly frustrating with the... with the new game, is there's not... I don't know how you engage with the game when you're when you've not got much to do, because we're only 17 minutes, we're 18 minutes in now. This is the first highlight. They're going down the wing. Ball's crossed in. Oh, they should have scored that, shouldn't they? SDO, how are we finding the new game? I think it's alright, to be honest. It takes a bit of getting used to. Things are in different positions to where you'd expect them to be. But that's fine. We can sort of get used to that. But yeah, it's going to be a learning curve, I think. I certainly hope it's going to be a learning curve anyway, because otherwise we've just spent the last 20 years playing on autopilot, so it would be a shame to be exactly the same. Oh, Pato, what have you done there? That's rubbish. He's just dove over the top of it. It's still shouting, but just at the monitor rather than clicking shout button. Yeah, shout! Shout! This is shocking. Really poor from the goalkeeper. It's not good, is it? For 2 years working just about passes, you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you know what? No one's ever made an attractive looking omelette, and this looks nice. So it's certainly for the first one of its new generation, I think it's pretty good. Yeah. But bear in mind that is based on the very, very, very limited playtime I've had on it. Doesn't happen if Ponk's keeping everyone's... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ponk's there. He doesn't even want to take a shot, does he? Oof, off the bar. I think we need to step up a little bit. We're... I'll tell you what, when we're out of possession, let's move forward a bit, shall we? Where's the visualizer? Okay, out of possession, let's move up a bit. Okay. Go to mid-block, I think. Let's move Xhaka across. Let's put Sidibe there. Diarra there. Siddiqui, sorry. Wide centre midfielder. And then you've got to change that out of possession as well, haven't you? They'll be fine. Actually, no. Yeah. Cool. There you go. Are we noticing anything improvements to where the alpha was at? The animations in the match day, Kev, seem a little bit more stable than they were yesterday. I think they were a bit jerky, weren't they, yesterday a little bit? So it's a bit smoother today in terms of the match day animations. Oh, hang on. Here's Wilson Isidore. Oh, off the bar. I'm losing, so that's different as well from the alpha build. The alpha build was brilliant. I was unbeaten in the alpha build. Played 2, won 2. This one, I'm already 1-0 down. So, not sure. This is what happens when Ponk gets left out. Who let the Ponk out? But yeah, no, I definitely think there's potential with it, Kev. I really, really do. I can see growing into it. It takes a bit of, as I say, it takes a bit of time to think about where some stuff is because it's not where you'd expect it to be. And then that's like a bit like, oh, okay, well, what do we do now? Where's it gone? But yeah, I think we can get there with it. Actually, let's bring Robbie on rather than Dan Neil, and I'm going to bring Alderete off for nobody because we haven't got another centre half. She's going to stay on. Right, Robbie's going to go in. Robbie can drop back. And then in possession, Robbie can go up top. Right, Evening Inferno. Oh, second yellow card with the raid. Hello, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, everybody. How are we? Absolute pleasure to have you all in. Matt, how was the stream? How have you found it? Have you started your save already, by the way? Am I hearing this right? That you're already with Slavia Prague. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to us attempting to do Sunderland Till I Cry. And it might happen quick. It might happen quick. Suspect. It is TJ. It absolutely is TJ. We are here. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, we are here. So yeah, how's it going? Great. I've built a single tactic and lost to Motherwell. Life is good. Nature is healing. That's what we're all about. Thank you very much for coming, Matt. If you have, of course, come from Matt's channel, please, please, please make yourselves comfortable. Get yourselves involved. We are currently playing as Sunderland, and I say currently because you don't really know how long you're going to be at a club in a beta, do you? We're 1-0 down to Saarbrücken at the minute. We're trying to buy Patrick Bamford again, and we're also going to try and sign a 30-year-old Cape Verdean centre half called Ponk. based purely on the fact that he's called Punk. RDF Tactics has turned us down. He refuses to sign a contract with us. He's very much like, well, I've said I'm gonna, play at Southampton, so that's where I live now. And I was like, fair enough. That's, he's a man of honour and dignity, which I like. But also, what a slap in the face. Do you know what I mean? Glad to know I'm not the only one that found Punk and wanted to sign him purely for his name. Good. This is what I'm hoping for then. Surely if you get sacked if you don't sign a player called Punk, I think everyone's right. I think Punk's got to happen. Whether we like it or not, and we all like it. Like, everyone's going to be outside the club shop Monday morning, Punk shirts on, yeah? I mean, what's his chant? Because part of me is thinking it's Hale and Pace the Stonk, but that's very much shows my age. It was Who Let the Punk Out was another one I came up with. Got to punk it up. Yes, that could be it. That could be it, Mr. Hazy. You've got to punk it up. Look at what clauses you can sell. I've already done it. I've sold clauses. I had £7 million to spend, but I sold clauses and now I've got 35 million quid. And I'm using that money to not spend a penny. Tony gives us the punk. Give us the punk. Don't punk till you get enough. Like that. Hit me with your best punk. Rock out with your punk out. Yeah. Do the honky ponky. That actually is a good one. Is there many bugs? I don't know. I've not seen any at the minute. There probably is, but there's like sometimes the back button's a little bit skew-whiff, but it gets there. Instead of the punks, instead of the thong song, it's the punk song. I like it. Yeah, I think we've nailed this. Won't you take me to Ponky Town? Let me see that punk. Relight my punk. Don't look punk in anger. That's when he doesn't sign. Punk rocker with Mackems in the air. Stretch is fine. Stretch is fine, MCG. Appreciate all the follows by the way, everyone. Thank you very much for that. We've lost our first match. It's only a friendly. That's fine. It's only a friendly. I think. My Punk is on fire. CM Punk. CM Punk. We've also tried to sign Diego Costa, but he's gone to Al Ettifaq instead. So this is... I'll show you Punk. Right? I'll show you him. Because I'm sure you all want to see what he looks like. He's actually not bad. He's not bad. This Punk burns. The Punk of personality. Or the cult of Punkanality, maybe. Red Punk stays close to me. Punk. That's another good one, actually. That's another one. Started as Swansea. Alex Oxlade Chamberlain said no. He's with us currently on trial. But this is the guy here. One word, 4 letters, Punk. Do you know what? I think we just sign him simply for the fact that he's called Punk. He wants to be a no-nonsense centre-back. Of course you are. You're not mucking about with touching the ball again. 99 red Ponks. I just think it's literally anything. And he wants hardly any money. Like... go on, Punk. I'm not even going to give him a Ballon d'Or bonus because I think he'll just get the Ballon d'Or himself, won't he? He knows what's going on. And look who he's played for. Like, do you know what I mean? He's just been there, ponking around, doing his own little ponk thing, and then we'll bring him in, and then, yeah, let's just make him happen. Gangsters Ponker Dice. MCG, I think you've just hit the nail on the head, haven't you? Does anyone else get the bug where it doesn't highlight the attributes of their position? I've got a personal and back to fix it every time. No, I think it was there. I think I saw it earlier. Let's Let's set our plans. Bear in mind we're relegation favourites. Not relegation candidates or battlers. Relegation favourites. So we are expected to go down. Will Ponk be at the World Cup next year? He's going to win the World Cup next year. He's Cape Verdean. 100% he is. I'd like to talk about our Premier League chances. Now, bear in mind, we're expected to go down and we're expected to battle bravely. To me, that suggests that, I mean, we're gonna have to fight, aren't we? I think we're good enough to avoid relegation. That's where we should start. If things were differently, we can adjust our plans. We're up against it. That's a target we can all get behind. Good. Right, no more. No more, Your Honour. Nothing at all. Thank you. Would I sign him? Short answer, yes. If I'm building a mid-table championship side or a budget-conscious lower Premier League side, desperate for massive depth. Massive depth. If you're desperate for a massive depth, then don't sign Ponk. Here's my breakdown. Have you ran this through AI, Cyclist? Because if you have, give me the answers. Because it was basically going to be that or Radamel Falcao, and ultimately we decided against that. Grok is the op. Free the Ponk. Free the Ponk. Free Ponk. Don't know if it works or not. Possibly. Ruben Neves is on a lot of money, isn't he? Hassam Aouar is on a lot of money. Would he like to come on loan, maybe? I want all of his wages paid. No, thank you. Serves you right for going and trying to take all that money out there, doesn't it? Asking Grok about a player when Wikipedia is free as a choice, innit? And also then, like, just all of the additional... what was I going to say? Like, all the additional sort of, like, work that goes in terms of, like, the energy consumption and stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. You know what? Let's get Jonas Wind beneath my wings as well. Let's go and get him. Here's the wind beneath my Ponk. Let's go for 4.5 million. And then maybe put some installments in there as well. We'll see. See what they go with that. I'm holding out for Joe Bellingham coming back at some point. All you need is Ponk. Dun, 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 dun. All you need is Ponk. Dun, 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 dun. Champagne Ponking over. Champagne Ponking over. The Rihanna classic Ponk de replay. I mean, that is out of my sphere, to be honest. Amusingly, Ponk started his youth career at Derby, but not the Derby you're thinking of unless you're an expert in the Cape Verdean football clubs. Sweet Ponk of mine. Bohemian Ponk City. Patrick Bamford's in. There we go. Things are happening, everyone. Heal the Ponk. Make this a better place. Feed the Ponk. Let him know it's Christmas time. Wolfsburg have decided to delay the decision. Okay, fine. You delay. Don't worry. We've got, you know, Ponk's in, Bamford's in. We're all right. We're sorted. Let's give Patrick Bamford a registration, shall we? Can't do it, apparently. Oh, yeah, continue there. Good. Nice and easy. Carry on my wayward Ponk. Lovely. We've already done this. I don't understand why we have to keep going back to meetings. That's not good. Merry Ponkmas. Merry Ponkmas to everyone, by the way. Okay, so Lizzie Sharp has become the under-21s physio. Good. I'm glad she's here. Serginho Dest. Leo Ortiz. Thiago Silva. Isn't that the lad that... No, wasn't that the lad at Chelsea? Thiago Silva, the 40-year-old defender. Right, you can go out on loan, that's fine. Hopefully his issues are small bugs. I hope so. I'd imagine that there will be. Like, you know, this is still beta, isn't it, really? The game's been out for 3 hours. I think that they'll do some stuff in the background. And they'll be going, well, maybe we can fix that bit. Yeah. I'm sure they can. Right, I was going to say that we needed Zach Johnson, but now we've got Ponk. Out you go on loan, mate. Go and get some. Ponk's work permit rejected? What? He's unable to gain automatic qualification as he hasn't played in recent international matches. Like, hang on, how is he not? He's got 23 caps for Cape Verde. I'm gonna appeal it. Let's appeal it. If the appeal fails, we have 4 slots still available. Oh, stick him in. Look. We'll get him in. Yeah. Okay, right, we can adjust that as well a little bit just to get some money in there. That's good. That gives you a little bit of a heads up as well. Like, you're spending a little bit too much money on wages. So you might want to restructure it. Right, Ponks. He's gone off to go get his work permit. That's fine. He's just on holiday. He's just on holiday. Don't worry, everyone. He's going to be absolutely fine. We built this city on Ponk and rolls. I like that. Speculators mounting over the future of Dennis Serkin. Well, look, he's just as likely to stay as he is to leave, but he's injured at the minute, so we're not going to give him a new contract just yet. Okay, he's got 12 months left in his contract. 7 Nation Ponk, and they're all Cape Verde. Yeah. So if you are brand new, then let's find out, where are you at with the game yourselves? What have you enjoyed? What are you struggling with? Who are your manager, by the way? If you haven't as well, if you haven't already joined the Discord, come and join the Discord. Come and join and hang out. The same for you a lot over on YouTube as well, because I'm aware sometimes we don't give you the same links, but you should get them there. You'll have the links to come and join that. And like I say, also check out the FM show, which I'm sure you do. If you've come from Matt's stream, you'll absolutely be already part of the FM show crew. And if you're not, then why not? Come on. This is where we every single week we've got Football Manager chat. We've had it since when there was no game. Now we've got it when there is a game. Let's get Jonas Wind in. How do I feel about the UI? I quite like the UI, actually. It took me a little bit of time to get used to, but I think we're all right here. I think we're good. Right, let's get Jonas Wind in. If I can get him down to maybe 65 would be better. 65, he's happy with that. Perfect. Right, in he comes. So Patrick Bamford and Jonas Wind up front. I think I'll take that. The game runs on your Mac Mini M1. Oh, that's decent then, Chris, because that was a big worry. That was a big worry that you weren't going to get that thing working. Donny Marlin says he wants to stay at Villa. There you go. I can imagine though that there's a lot of people don't like it. This is the thing. Like I can imagine that there's people going, it's not quite what I thought it was going to be, and therefore they're going to be like really, really angry about it. And that's fine. You know, you're allowed to be angry. But I just think also like, just chill out every now and again. You know. Like it's probably all right, innit? You know what I mean? It's probably okay. There's nothing to really be like getting wound up about at this stage. I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't think there is. Ronaldo's still on his holiday. Let's put Roofs in goal. We'll put Isidore out wide on the right. We'll put Bamford up front. See what he looks like. We should probably try and do 2 up front actually, but we'll see. We'll see. St. People always give their manager very high adaptability. It's just about getting used to giving it time. It is, Ian. That's exactly what it is. But that is a logical way of looking at it. And I wouldn't say that logic is often found on the internet. You know? The UI is interesting. It takes you a bit of time to work out where things are. Right, okay. It's not always in the places you'd expect it to be. It's not in the places it used to be. Sometimes it's not in a logical position, but once you've found it, you can then sort of be like, oh, okay, cool, I can probably get it back there again. The stadium's class. The stadium's beautiful. Trey Hume whips the cross in. Oh, Patrick Bamford! 20 seconds into his Sunderland debut. That's why we've signed Patrick Bamford. Get in. He's taken off his t-shirt. He's got a Punk t-shirt underneath. Come on. How are the lads? Right, this is easy. We're sorted now. We're absolutely sorted. Cracking ball in from Trey Hume as well, by the way. Oh, pick that one out. We all live in a yellow Punk marine. I like that. Free the Punk. Miles warned people it would take a while to adapt for old school players. He was right. He was right. I mean, that's a great strike. Roofs has got to do better there. Hasn't he? Feels really intuitive in some spots, and other spots I feel like an idiot. Not sure if it's muscle memory or bad design. I think it's a muscle memory thing. The more I'm playing it, the more I am starting to think it's muscle memory. And it's just waking you up a little bit, you know? Because I think we all did stuff with muscle memory. We sort of sleepwalked through like the last 20 years. Oh, that's not the right that's not the right move, is it? I'm wondering whether we give up this defensive play and maybe we start to attack. Because it's not really working for us, is it? Let's go let's go Geggin then. Let's see if we can. Actually no, let's go wing play. Okay, try and get the ball out wide, and we'll go 4-3-3. See if that helps. Okay. Feels smoother playing on a control pad. Okay, I've not got a control pad. But I'm interested to hear the feedback on that though. But Punk has his own dance move and everything. Of course he does. Of course he does. Punk is going to be like Maxo. He's just going to be constantly on the lash. So that doesn't look right, does it? The stats don't show. So then maybe we need to look at that. So we'll report that on the bug forum. Oh, he's just mugged Xhaka. Are we not going to tackle? We're not going to tackle at all, no? I mean, it is only a friendly, and I know it's been put in the chat we face West Ham in 12 days. That is concerning. Data scientist missed the flight. I think so. Ponk sat with his head in his hands going like, what am I doing? What have I come to? Scolari started unemployed, ended up at Rangers. Oh dear. Oh dear. That is worrying. Isn't it? That is really, really worrying. For game one of a new era, it looks good enough, looks solid enough, the future looks promising. Yeah. The P in Patrick Bamford stands for Ponk. I thought the referee had no shirt on for a second there. Just turned around, I was like, was ref gone tops off? Honestly, we aren't very good, are we? Where's the shout button? This is what I need now. I need the shouts. We could be getting sacked in pre-season at this rate. This is more like me, I think. Something in the pod that Miles said worried me. Not paid for content FM26. As long as he's there. I hope something isn't happening. He's on his way out. Well, I think what he said there, though, MCG, is that he's not going to be there forever, is he? Like, eventually he will be replaced, whenever that might be. And whilst he's in charge, he doesn't have the intention for paid additions and paid download content. But you don't know what happens when the next studio director comes in. They might have a different idea. Yeah. Wayne Wonder, is there a way to get that 2D screen off forever? I don't think so. There's so much performative hate for this game online already. Paddy, honestly, like, it's so short. It's frustrating, isn't it? Like, what do people want? Like, I don't know what on earth people thought they were going to get. Like, there's so much things like, well, they've had 2 years to make a game and this should be better. Like, come on. Like, just, it's going to be fine. Cut them some slack. It's the first game of its kind. Like, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know, and I don't really think I care about, like, the majority of, like, all the negative opinions. I'm like, why is bothering? Like, none of you clearly want to enjoy the game. You've clearly all, like, you've come ready to be angry. So like, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really, really difficult. It's really difficult. Actually, let me see, because Bamford might want to track back, mightn't he? Yeah. Right, let's try that. Okay, we'll make a change. We'll bring my ender on. We'll bring who else we brought on? Nobody apparently. I've not saved any of those changes. Oh God. My Blade, welcome in, pal. Appreciate the resub. I thought I did that. I thought I did all the changes. Why is it not confirmed? I even tweaked things as well. I was like, that'll work. Right. Isidor's going to be the Splitting outlet. Yeah. DR can go there. And in possession, I want Mayenda there. I want Isidore there. I want him to be a general centre forward. Okay. Confirm changes. Now please do that. That'll be good. Danny Emu's in. Welcome, Danny. How are you? Long time no see. Dan Reese is here as well. Not seen you for a while, Dan. Hope life's good. I've not been well for a while. So much negativity online so far. FM players have called for change for a while. Now they're here. They're complaining. Literally it. It's literally that, isn't it? I want things different. But not like that, though. Different kind of different. This was imagined for consoles and mobiles, not PC. But it's not, though, is it? Really? It's not designed for consoles. It's not created on console first and then reverse engineered for PC. Literally, as like whoever thinks that, I'm sorry, there is no proof that that has ever been the situation. No one in SI has ever said it. Miles has never said it. Miles has said it's a PC game first, and he plays on his laptop, so he would really be wanting to get a game that works for him first, surely. There's some facts that console and mobile is growing and is probably going to be the if console isn't already, which I think it probably is, the largest player base, then it's certainly getting there. But yeah, it's not been designed for console first. The UI looks modern, and that's where we're at. We have a modern UI. Patrick Bamford with another goal. And I certainly don't mind it. I saw a post on Reddit that I wrote that said it must be true. Yeah, it's about right. Not having shouts reminds me when FM21 Xbox Edition had no shouts. I never played the Xbox Edition. The UI is far from clunky. It moves smooth than FM24. It's okay. We've got different opinions, and in the end, I wish that they improve. Yeah, fair. Do you know what? Fair play, Mal. You're right. Everyone's got different opinions. But yeah, I think that I think some things get said, whether or not they're fully articulated, whether or not there's a actual, whether there's another way of saying it or not, we don't know. Yeah, I think we maybe missed some context somewhere and some little bits of detail, but yeah, I don't think this is a console game first. Isidore cuts back inside. Isidore. Oh, there we go. Isa scores. 3-3. We've come back. So 4-2-4 seems to be a slightly better formation for us. So Isidore running the channels. I love it's new and fresh. Much needed in my opinion. I think so too. As George says there's 40,000 people have been playing the game and watching the game on streams, and that's just on Twitch. YouTube obviously has been massive as well today. So Miles doesn't play FM on console. That's a t-shirt. That is a t-shirt. Yeah, Miles hates console. He doesn't hate console. It's a lie. But yeah, he certainly doesn't play. He's a laptop player. I don't know what you mean. I was lost in the UI in FM24 and still changed and lost in the new one. Nothing's changed. I mean, to be fair, I was crap as a manager in FM24 and I'm crap as a manager in FM26. So there's certainly things like that. Mad fanatics need to go outside. They absolutely do. There are so many people who just need to get some fresh air. But they just sit there and all they do is but I can't believe you're talking about Football Manager and you don't love the game as much as I love the game. And there's almost a competitiveness as well with it about how people have to love the game more, and it's all a bit pathetic sometimes as well, which maybe we have to think about. Yeah. Swill Chiller, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Thank you. If there are people as well who haven't followed, by the way, please feel free to do so. It'll be very, very nice. And if you do want to sub, then you're more than welcome to do that as well. Use your Amazon Prime though, because then it doesn't cost you. Sorry about it for just snorting up there. Like, ugh. Juven plays, appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Here we get on the follows. Cash, I've played this for serious for years. I'm struggling with this one. Yeah, I mean, look, I've played them all. I don't want to be the guy who says I've played them all, right? But I have. I've played them all. And do you know what? After a little bit of playing around, it's not that confusing. Like, I don't think it's that confusing. I might be wrong. Do you know what I mean? Can we discuss the signing of Patrick Bamford? We can. He was free. I needed a striker. We bought him. That's where we are. We're also trying to buy a centre-back called Ponk, Matt. Was that a UI glitch? No, not at all. Very much deliberate. As an old timer, would you say it's comparable to going from Champman to Football Manager? Yeah, that probably feels reasonable. Like, that was a big change. We're going to use one of our ESC spots because Ponk's got to come in. He's got to. Musterman's here. Welcome. Musterman already in. As Ponk arrives, Musterman turns up with his Ponk shirt on. Accept the transfer. Up the Ponk. And the problem is he can't play in pre-season, so we're just gonna have to throw him straight in to the league match against West Ham, which makes complete sense, really. Sunderland signed Ponk. The board reaction seemed the board seemed fine. And I'm glad they're fine with it. Let me clip some Ponk for the for those in the Discord. Actually, do you know what? Ponk looks fine. Ponk looks totally fine. There's a sim to next match, which is really nice. There is that. There is. And there's an instant result button as well, which I don't really use, but there is part of me that thinks maybe we just do that just to get to the West Ham game and start getting into the league. But then I'm also conscious of the fact that what about when I start losing matches very early on? Like, that's a concern for me. Yeah. Yes, Cass. How are we? Cape Verde player. Absolutely. We've got a man like Ponk has come in. And Patrick Bamford is the other player we've got. You're allowed to lose games. It's a new match engine. I am allowed to lose games, but I'm also not. If you ask everybody, you're meant to win, aren't you? I mean, I lose games lots. Ponk for life. I agree, Magic Feet. Just clicking through everything here. Like, I mean, look at that. There's a lot of messages there, isn't there? And I'm sure none of that was really useful. I'm trying to throw it at the back. This will go badly. You need a Ponk in your life. Yeah, you need a Ponk in your life, Chris. That'll sort you out. If we're losing games, it's not the match engine. Oh, if we're losing games, then I'm absolutely blaming the match engine. And I'm just saying, well, there's probably bugs. That's what I'm saying. Ponk won't come to Serie A. Oh, of course not. He's better than that. He's much better than that. How could you possibly suggest that Ponk would stoop so low? Excuse me. what I've done is I've actually replaced Dan Ballard with Ponk. We're going to get to see the big lad. The Ponkmeister General. He's the right age for Italy. I actually think he's a bit too young for Italy. Really. How's the game visually? The game visually is very fine. Is very fine. Visually, it looks good. I think it plays reasonably well at the minute. I've not played it too long, so I can't tell you exactly what works and what doesn't work and what I like and what I don't like. Where would you play Oxlade-Chamberlain? I don't know. Part of me thinks, do we just sign him as a social media manager? Solid as a Ponk. I don't know. Maybe we sign Oxlade-Chamberlain. I guess again it's free. He's a free player. He's an extra body in there, isn't he? Probably should. Bit of experience. Left back in the changing room. Dan Ballard doesn't seem to win absolutely everything. I'm outraged. Well, you can't have a perfect defender. That's the problem. 33. Yeah. That's why I think they have to try and up his injury proneness to 46. I mean, Roofs has conceded goals in my game, so again, clearly something's gone wrong. Is 2D match engine possible? Yes, it is, Nevneskovic. It is indeed. You change your camera angles to 2D. But yeah, this match stat thing, that's a bug. That needs to be fixed as well. Because you can't see any stats at the minute. Can you smell what the Ponk is cooking? Sorry, still 0-0. You can't see stats. Maybe the game is good. Maybe, yeah. Ponk 316, so I just punked your ass. Stone Cold Ponk Austin. Doesn't believe in CTE, Ponk. The pitch looks nice. I think the pitch looks alright. I like the different colours of grass. Like, I know that sounds really stupid, but like, where there's some that are brown. Go on, a Dingra at the back post. That's nice. That's a good goal. Elijah Mayenda with the ball in. Tried to click on it. Stats box. The first friendly caused my soul crash. It's good after restart. Oh, okay. So yeah, look, there you'll see 2D classic. See, it still works. It's still there. Isidore. Back to Diarra, Adingra, Xhaka. Oh! Pongashango. Oh no, it doesn't quite work, does it? It's the big Ponk. Not sure if that really works either. I've got 2 words for you. Ponk. Are the AI making smarter transfers? I've got no idea, Dan. Like, this is our 3rd pre-season friendly, so not sure. No idea. Like, I think if anybody who's got to the point where AI is making smarter transfers after 3 hours, I think they might be lying. Punkaholics. Punkahondas. Oh, keeper's missed it. Elijah Mayenda at the back post. 2-0. There we go. Oh, that doesn't look good, does it? That's a bit of a bug, I think. Oh. It's all gone a bit messy. Oh no, it's back now. Blocked. Cleared away. Right, so 4-2-4. Gegenpressing looks better for us. You're right in Pocahontas. Right it again. Right, let's make a change. As Michael Jackson would. Bring Bamford off. Let's put Mayenda up top. Bamford can come off for Paveda. I think Paveda's going to have to come on, isn't he? And then Brobby for Isidore. Oh, it's a goal. They almost been concerned, the idea with Isidore, with Bamford coming off. I mean, that's not Punk's fault, is it? Basic Punkonomics. Lovely. Lovely. She called me Mr. Punktastic. Punk me on the butty and the butty go. Ruthless punk. She's an easy punker, diddle, you gotta hold on, you believe it. Trey Hume crosses it in, nodded away, falls to Xhaka. Oh, I think Mr. Pontastic wins. Yeah, and Gangster's Ponker Dice was also pretty good as well. Should say that as well. Here's Xhaka. Paveda gives it away. Come on, Paveda. This is your moment, mate. This is your chance to lay claim. Oh. There's Jonathan Fonkel playing for a team called Robin Hood of Punk and Fonkel. I think there's all like some of this is now just like Maid Marian and a Merry Ponks, isn't it? Snow White and the Seven Ponks. We're just trying to put anything in there. The 9 o'clock punk. The Great British Punk Off. Oh, there's Xhaka picking up. Look at that. Beautiful counter-attack. Sounds overtly sexual. Oh, Brian Brobby. What a strike. That's a great goal. Gotta ask yourself a question. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, Ponk? What a hit that is from Robbie. Great goal. Right. Shall we? How many games have we got left in the friendlies? I think, Chris, double check me with this one. If we're going to finish at midnight, is it now a good idea for us to get to the West Ham game and play the first league match of the video? Because things that we've done in the stream tonight, we've introduced the team, we've picked a tactic, which we've sacked off and changed to a now 4-2-4. We've signed Patrick Bamford, we've signed Ponk. If we bring Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in as well, that's another bit of narrative. Put some highlights from the friendlies in, and then go straight to West Ham. Does that feel like episode 1? Do you reckon? Shoeboy, first time catching the live stream due to time differences. Just want to say I love the FM show and looking forward to the FM26 content coming out. Shoeboy, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Friendly highlights probably won't be needed, but let's do West Ham. Cool, let's do that then. That's a good shout. Yeah, I think this is us just getting used to it, isn't it? So we can... Shoeboy's a legend. Oh, nice. Well known then. Shoeboy, you come with highly recommended. Just said nice things. I don't know who Shoeboy is. Oh, fair enough. Oh, we'll take it back, Shoeboy. Oh, you know what? No, we don't. We're going to stick with it. Get that ball up. Go on, my ender. Great cross. Who's there? Adingra's there. Oh, tucks it at the bottom corner. 4-1. Right. Lovely. Okay, so questions are then. Do I play 3 at the back against West Ham? Do I play 4-2-4 because we're at home and just push on? And then maybe have a more defensive system for away games? That feels like it might be the right way to go. Try and attack West Ham. Because they're not expecting it, are they? I've tried 3-4-2 and now it's playing really well. Oh. Okay. Because I think what would be handy is if I can get Mukiele back fit, then I can have 3 centre backs, and I can probably do 4 in midfield as well. Oh, pick that out, my ender! What a goal that is! So I'll probably have Hume outright, and have Alderete, Mukiele, Ballard, or Ponk centre half. I'd have Reinildo left wing, sorry. Then in the midfield we'd have Xhaka, Diarra, Sadiki, Lefay would probably be the 10, and then I'd have Mienda and so Bamford and Isidore up top. That would work, wouldn't it? That would be pretty good. Oh, and we've maybe got Jonas Wind to fit in as well. So we might actually have too many players. What do we think? Are we going for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, or are we just gonna let him go? I feel like we don't really need him. And I feel like if nobody's come anywhere near him, like even when we've been around, that yeah, no one else really cares either. Give him the frozen treatment. Let him go. Okay, Jonas Wind looks like he's coming in as well. So that is probably us stacked for strikers then, isn't it, really? Man to kick the ball like he owed it him alimony. Jonas Wind is in. I do love a bit of Jonas Wind. Right. Look at that. There's a good player there. There's a very, very good player there. He's going to help link things up. Yeah, I think we've done it right. Sorted. If anyone finds a bug, you're encouraged to report them. Yes, definitely, definitely. Do hit them into the SI forums if you haven't already done so. What's the calendar looking like? So we've got ADO Den Haag and Galatasaray. Right, do you know what? Let's just, I'm going to regret saying this, let's holiday to the next bit, right? Sai Maggio, how are you, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've not been sacked. I have bought Patrick Bamford again, though. I have done that. Let's go to the 16th, right? We're gonna holiday through. We think. Oh, our instant result. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There you go. It turns out we're not going to instant result. Oh dear. Let me load that back up. That was awkward. I hope it's saved. If not, then Chris, you might have a bit of a job on your hands to edit that one. McKinsey's just crashed as well. By Jovino. We haven't got Jovino. We've got a player called Ponk, who's been fine. Who's been good. We bought him. He's from the Cape Verde. We bought Jonas Wind, and we bought Patrick Bamford, and yeah, and now you've joined the crash as well. Murph, welcome in. I think we did pretty well though to get to 20 to midnight before the first crash. Ponk in the wind. Let's see just how far back we are. You just had your crash at the same time. Where are we? Well, okay, well, it's taking us up to Den Haag. So we're not actually too far behind, so that's pretty good. Right, and then then Jonas Wind will sign. So does that mean that we have to play the games? Do you know if FM24 third kits work? I don't know, Mao. I must admit, I've genuinely not looked into any of the windows or like things that can be added in. I think Sai, you were adding files and stuff, didn't you? And I think Murph said that he did it earlier on as well. So that's your video. Nice. Okay, cool. There you go. Go and check out Sai's video about how to add things in. I've not done it myself. Let me save. Let me save the game. Am I being sent to The Hague? I think I am. Instant result. Confirm. Let's see if this works then. I've never done this before. Right, let me see what it comes out. I've never done this. I feel like one of the cool kids now. And what do? Do I just close it down? That's it. Yeah? Continue. And that's the game done. Oh, no wonder Peel can get through stuff so quickly. Let's talk about the signing of Jonas Wind. Yeah, delighted to get him in. I have no doubt he's got quality. We give him the decisive edge in matches. That's why we signed him. What impact will it have? It gives us further depth. It'll take Jonas seconds to fit in how we play. Again, you can see how quickly I've engaged with press conferences this season as well. Just still like, probably click the first two. The first two are probably right. Can't stand the Forest's green shirt. I can't say I've seen it, I must admit. Can confirm logos, regular kits and trophy pictures weren't these the same XML parameters. That is helpful. That is helpful. What is also helpful would be if they had players. Maybe I can filter them out. Can I filter players who are not at the club? There you go. Oh, that's better. So who's not in? Is that everyone in, is it? Jonas Wind, Ponk, Bamford. They should all be in. Please tell me I haven't made a mistake and missed someone off. Unregistered players are... What? Changes can be made up until the deadline. Alright, okay, cool. So we can change them. Hang on. Right. Hang on, right. These people need to be registered, don't they? Right. Add them in. I don't understand. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll all work out. We might just have to like put some players in the reserves or something to do it. That can be a video in itself. Like, how do you actually manage to work things out? Okay, it's the big day. Squad number day. Ponk gets number 2. Jonas Wind. Oh, Jonas Wind wants number 23. He can have number 23. Patrick Bamford can have number 10. There we go. 3-4-1-2 control is lovely. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. It's the on-off switch is generated, not the tick box. Ah, okay. See what I mean about like learning stuff as you're going along. That's what we hope. That's what we hope for. That's what we want. Where's the registration bit again then? Let's go to registration. Where club? Maybe? Registration. Where's registration? This is one of the things that we need. Ah, there, registration. Right. Let's go there. Ah, okay. So if I click someone else, so if I take Abdullah Bar out, I can put Ponk in. Got you. Okay. And then let's maybe get rid of Jay Matete. We're not going to play Jay Matete, are we? Really? Jonas Wind goes in. Ronaldo Traore. Ian Pavada's not going to be in. I'm sorry. Like, I'm also not sorry. Have you ended up with Bamford again? I think I am legally obliged to have Bamford in every save now, Musterman. So I've got him. I've got Jonas Wind as well, and a player called Ponk. So I think I've done pretty well. And we've now got 14 days to holiday through to the first match. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to save it. Holiday again. It won't be. You know what? I bought Bamford because it was either get Bamford or get Diego Costa. was the next option. And Sai has already had Falcao and Balotelli, so I couldn't do the same. Why not both? Well, I did consider it, to be honest. I did. I thought that would be quite good. We can have Balotelli. You got Karsdorp as well. Oh, nice. Is he a right back? Is he? He's Dutch, I believe. We haven't got Alex. We've let Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain leave. We're not bothered. Banff, Wyndham, Ponk. What a group! It sounds. Do you know what? Banff, Wyndham, Ponk sounds like either a sketch group that had attended the Edinburgh Fringe for like several years and never quite got the success that their critical acclaim they thought would afford them, or Banff, Wyndham, Ponk are solicitors that are currently living in Penrith trying to make a living, or Banff, Wynd and Ponk are really what 4 and 5-year-olds call farts. And I can't work out which of those three I prefer. Chris, I would clip that bit and put it in the video. Right, 91 unread messages. Just click agree to all of those, I think. Mark has read. Simirin have saying going to get Jamie Tete. Good. And there was something I was going to do, and I've forgotten. Let's make a save. Okay, so Chris, we'll break down the tactic, Chris. Okay, because we changed the tactic from the start when we played the defensive ideas. So, Goodyear, welcome in, buddy. Appreciate the raid, my friend. Very, very kind. How's your stream? How's FM26 taking you so far? Okay, so tactically, initially I wanted to play counter-attacking football, and I wanted to sit behind the ball and soak up pressure, and that changed very, very quickly during pre-season when I lost. Well, I didn't lose. I came very close to losing some matches. I went 3-1 down at one point, so I was like, right, I need to change this up a little bit. Thought we'd go a bit more attacking. Plus, we can add in players like Patrick Bamford. Plus, we can add in players like Jonas Wind and really start to push on a little bit. And, you know, we're at home. We need to be assertive. We need to basically battle for our lives, because if we're expected to be relegation fodder, then I want us to go down with a fight, right? Unfortunately, Granit Xhaka is going to be out for the first game, but we have switched it up from this sort of defensive 4-3-3 into a 4-2-4, which is the in possession shape, and then out of possession. Again, it's a similar shape, but we are a little bit more. The players, we look for outlets, really. So the shape stays the same, but players just drop back a little bit more. So the midfielders drop one, and then our forwards will look for being targets and channels and outlets. So that's what the tactic looks like. And we've also gone gegenpress. So I feel like I'm cheating a little bit. So yeah, do let me know if I should revert back to my roots. We'll probably go a bit more defensive away from home, just to kind of try and lock things up a little bit. But at home, we're gonna do this. So in terms of setting up, Mukiele is back. He's been injured all summer. Alderete, unfortunately, is out injured now. He's out for a couple of days, so he's going to miss the season opener. Big Dan Ballard is fit. Ponk's going to go on the bench for this one, I think. Let Ponk sit out just for a little bit. Although, is he left-footed? No, he's right-footed. Ballard's right-footed, and so is Mukiele as well, isn't he? Yeah, right. Ponk on the bench for now. Sadiqi's going to have to go into the midfield because Xhaka's injured. Although it could be an option for Dan Neil. In fact, you know what? Maybe I'm going to put Lefay in there. In the midfield. No. Lefay's going to go out wide. Still. In place of Adingra. And then I'm going to put Dan Neil in the midfield rather than Xhaka. Rightly or wrongly. There we go. That's what I'm thinking. Rightly or wrongly. That's the lineup then. Roofs, Hume, Mukiele, Ballard, Reinildo, Diarra, Neil, Mayenda, Lefay, Isidore, Bamford. In fact, where's Jonas Wind? Yeah, let's maybe put Isidore out wide, Wind up top, and then Wind can be a deep line forward. He can pick up scraps. Let's do that. Okay? And out of possession, Wind can drop into midfield. Okay, there you go. Change of plan. That's what we're going to do. Wish us luck, everyone. First match of the Premier League season. Get your... is Wind's name Jonas? It is. Jonas Wind. The wind beneath our wings. Is he carrying the wheel? He's carrying he's carrying a whale, I believe. Right, get your predictions in the chat. Win, lose or draw. Where are we going? Let's get ready. Let's get ready. We can get this one done. Let's just check what we got. Have we got someone still registered at the club? Bar can't play. That's fine. Gertruda can. Ponkney's still in the on the bench, surely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's Pembele? I haven't even got Pembele in. Why is it showing me Pembele? Oh, because he's... Okay, that makes sense. Right. Here we go then. And we're up. We are off. 1-1 up the bubbles. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. So we're at home. So let's hope for something. Let's hope for something, right? Go out and enjoy the match. Play your own game. Bit of confidence in Ronaldo. That's what we like. It's a special day. We want to be scoring first matters. Right, let's have it. Come on then. First Premier League match of Sunderland Till I Cry. Part 3, I think technically. Let's see what we've got. Expectations are we get relegated. Okay? Like literally relegated. We're not even going to battle against relegation. How are the lads? It's split fairly evenly. Win, lose and draw. It's usually the way it goes in these situations when we get the chat involved. We do polls. We've got Premier League music blasting through my ears. It's a big day. Here we go. Stadium lights erupted. Ready to Go by Republica is blasting out of the PA system. Sunderland in red and white, obviously. West Ham in, well, what? Blue and yellow, possibly. Blue and gold, black and gold, maybe. Okay, we've got stats on the screen now. It's a bold haircut at the back and sides. It's got to be, Jebru. I'm making a statement with my haircut. Yeah. Here's Mukiele. Big Dan Ballard. Reinildo. Lefay. Doesn't go for the pass, which of course would have led to a Bamford being offside. Reinildo drops his shoulder. Go on, good ball in. Oh, Bamford nearly. He's just showing everyone what he's capable of there. Soucek back to Rodriguez. Igor, put some pressure on him. Are we going to let them play out? Are we going to let them have the ball? Are we going to let them have the ball? Let them tie themselves out, lads. That's what we need to do now. Good challenge. We're not going to let them have the ball. We're just going to kick them up in the air. That's what I like about Reinildo. He just loves to kick people. You can tell he's been managed by Simeone, can't you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. I sort of thought that we were going to concede there. Reinildo wins it back. Nice play, Lefebvre. We should probably have been a goal down there, if I'm being completely honest. It's a little bit janky. It is a little bit janky, yeah. Yeah, I think it's when you go into the match, as it can be every now and again. I think it's part of the beta build, though, that it's a little bit more juttery than you expect. Presumably when it's like the full release, it'll be a bit smoother, but yeah. Here's Bowen down the wing then. Little step over. Alright, Jared Bowen, I saw that. Little step over. I think we need Trey Hume to tackle you. Just go in 2-footed on you. Just show you who's boss. Oh, that's a foul. Football Manager's very own Jared Bowen. That's the one. Yeah. Footballer turned content creator, Jared Bowen. That's the one. Diarra Hume. Oh, Isidore, lovely turn. Go on, Isidore, you got to get the ball through. Shocking, Reinildo. Diarra. Why are you shooting from there, Diarra? What have you seen that nobody else has seen? Like, I mean, like, how many tiers into the stands have you went, I could probably get that up there if I try really hard? He's not gone for the goal, has he? Let's be honest. He's gone for someone's chips. Come on then. 18 minutes in, 19 minutes in. Trey Hume. Isidore again just lets the defender get out of the way. Probably should do better, to be honest, with that one. Andrew, enjoying the game so far? Do you know what, Andrew? I am enjoying the game. It takes you a little bit of time to get into it, to understand where things are. But yes, I am now enjoying it. Here's Reinildo again. Down the line. Go on. Lefebvre, get the ball across. Get your head up. Can't believe he's missed out. Trey Hume lets Jared Bowen win the header. Ballard. Diarra. Wilson Isidore. Ooh, unlucky. Lots of boxes to explore. There is. Lefebvre with a corner. We saw Lefebvre take a corner against Coventry like this. Who got on the end of it? Begdan Ballard. Not just then. Lefebvre. Brought down. Referee, come on. Clear as day. Disgusting tackle. Lefebvre. Onto Ballard's head. Come on. Oh, or onto his foot. Either or. Either or. It's a corner. Now put it onto Ballard's head. Or don't. Obviously, the lack of shouts is now starting to get a bit frustrating. Half an hour in, I'm like, what can I do to affect this game? And I've got to obviously consider getting in and adjusting roles or tactics. And that's when I'm like, oh, that's when I know that things will go wrong for me. Diarra gives away a free kick right in front of the referee. He's not going to get a booking, that's fine. Just worry that if I start like go tinkering and tweaking, that's when I'm going to end up losing. There is that fear that West Ham counter-attack and just score. They're sort of trying to do what I wanted to do, which is just sit back, take the pressure, not concede. Good defending. And now we can come away. Bamford, Lefay. What a ball that is. Isidore, get your head up. Apparently it's just gone to nothing. That looked like a brilliant counter-attack. Why did the highlight just cut out? Oh, Reinildo, well intercepted. Lefay cuts it back. Bamford just can't quite get there. And now Reinildo's way out of position. Massively out of position. This is where they score, isn't it? Nope, straight at the keeper. That was indeed some football. Just shout at the screen, it's just as effective. It is. It is. Demand more. I'll never shout praise, obviously. Half time then. We've come in. We're doing all right. 7 shots, 1 on target. That's the problem, isn't it? Yeah, only 1 on target. We're putting low crosses in, so I'm wondering whether we mix that up a little bit. Where's our crosses? Literally, where is crosses? All instructions. We don't want to play the ball. We don't want to walk the ball in, do we? Want to look for... Oh, crossing style. There we go. Balanced. Floated crosses, because we want to... We've got players who can head the ball, so let's do that. Right. Mukiele is a bit nervous. Diarra's a 6'9", Daniel 6'7", Isidore 6'4". We might have to consider moving Isidore up top. But then he's getting into it though. Like he's actually getting involved. Whether he's more dangerous up front or not, I don't know. And then yeah, then maybe we bring Ponk on as well. Maybe that's the thing. Reinildo into Lefay, head up. Oh. Lefay's not really had a great time dribbling, has he? Teller has though. Look at that, he's gone past 2 of them. There's 3 players chasing behind him. If actually I've got Lefay as an inside forward, he's not really doing well. Let's make him a playmaking winger, see if that works for him. Is that a bit better? Or maybe we'd move him inside. Oh, look at that. That's a poor goal to concede, isn't it? Well, they're checking it. It has been given. I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, was there? Yeah, he's miles on side. He's miles on. That's disappointing. It really is. Oh, giving it away again. Right, that'll do. Just boot him up in the air, Reinildo. Oh, yellow card. Right, okay. Do you know what? I think Lefay's not having a great game. Let's move him. Do I move him or do I move... So let's push Reinildo up. Get him to help out a bit. Hume can stay as a fullback. I think Lefay's got to come inside, hasn't he? Let's do that. Let's change to... Let's change to this. Right, there you go. That might work. Let's... I mean, it probably won't, but let's maybe try that. If this was sensible soccer, cannon fodder crossover game would be tossing grenades on the pitch. Yeah, same. Like, I feel like this is where in Command and Conquer I'd be wanting the cutscene. Because I think that we're about to go 2-0 down now. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. That's fine. Mukiele's not having a great time, is he? We could move Hume across to left back to cover Ronaldo, who is weirdly playing the best. He's on a yellow card. He's clearly going to get sent off. Come on, ref. We're not going to get that. Dan Neal's missed the tackle as well. Oh, I was going to say, you can't score from that, surely. That wouldn't be right. I might have to bring Mukiele off. And I feel bad about it, but he's not playing well. We might have to put the Ponk on. Do you know what? Let's do it. Right. Ponk on. Ponk for Mukiele. Isidore, Wind and Bamford all on a 6-5 up front. Maybe it's time for Brobby. Possibly. Reinildo. Lefay. Oh, do something, Lefay. Get past your man. Reinildo. Diarra. Oh, I was about to say, like, he needs to stop shooting from there. Like, he is not going to score, but then that was like, maybe. Right. Neither Isidore nor Bamford are playing particularly well now. Let's bring... Who to bring off, Bamford or Isidore? They're both on a 6-4. Who's more likely to score? Bamford's just giving the ball away. Oh, get the tackle in. A few minutes to go now. Well, half an hour-ish. None of the strikers are playing well. In fact, you know what? And Jonas Wind looks tired, so let's change it up. Again, Robbie can come on. Mayenda as well. For Isidore, because he's a bit... He's a bit anxious. Anyone else? Any other options? You know what? Lefay's not really had a game, has he? Let's put Riggy on. Come on then. Let's see what we can do. Last few minutes. Let's discourage long shots because it's not really worked. Can we get the equaliser? That's all we need. Just a draw is fine. Lefay, good cross. Jonas Wind. Oh, almost. Almost. Corner. Come on, Trey. It's not gone on to Punk's head. Dan Neal. Free kick, surely. Paqueta. That's a foul. He's not going to give the free kick against us, is he? Yes, he is. He's giving a free kick against us. Unbelievable. As I say, where's my encourage button? Let's go positive and get caught on the break. We know what's going to happen. We're going to lose 2-0. We know this. Oh, great save by Roofs. This is what football's all about, innit? Like, you know, you battle, and you lose 2-0. Right, Trey Hume. Dan Neil. Ponk. Ballard. Riggy. Bamford. This is nice play. I mean, it's not got us a goal or even a shot, but it's nice. Mayenda. Oh, it gives the ball away. Come on. Get into them, lads. They're just dancing around us, aren't they? Like, Roos has got it. Get the ball forward. Get it forward. Okay, it's all well and good rolling it out, but I thought I said no nonsense goalkeeper. Go on, Ronaldo. Down the line. Good cross back. There's Patrick Bamford. Oh! Traore is unplayable. Alright, okay, well, let's put Traore on then. I've got one more sub left. Diarra, Dan Neil, Riggy, Bamford. We could do with something down the right hand side. We're getting the ball down the left, but it's not particularly effective. I have to sacrifice Dan Neil possibly. I think some would say get rid of Bamford, but we do have 3 up front. Paqueta again, just walks past our players. Diarra intercepted, nice. Hume, Mayenda, Dan Neil, Mayenda. Over the top. Oh, Robbie. That's the ball I wanted Mayenda to get on the end of, actually. This has an air of inevitability about it, doesn't it? This screams 2-0. Okay, get back, get your tackle. Don't just let him walk around you. He can't just mug you off like that. Right, over the top. Okay, we can't get rid of... Right, Bamford's not coming off. I need... Dan Neil's coming off. Actually, do you know what? Can Traore play up front? He can. Let's sacrifice Dan Neil. Doesn't really play there, does he? No, right, Bamford's coming off. Come on then, Bamford, off you go. Last roll of the dice, isn't it? MCG, appreciate the prime, thank you. Oh, Roofs with a save. That could have been 2. In fact, that probably should have been 2, to be honest. This is very, very frustrating. This is very frustrating. Traore. Diarra, Dan Neil, Rig, Ranildo. Someone take a shot. Or put the ball in the box. Come on. Robbie. Mayenda. Just offside. Just offside, apparently. What now? Like, we've already got higher tempo, like more direct. I feel like we've tried. We've not disgraced ourselves, have we? I think we have. We might have disgraced ourselves a little bit. 1-0 defeat's not dreadful, but it's not ideal for episode 1. It puts us under pressure already. Needless pressure. Good tackle. Reinildo. That's it. It's all over. Played 1, lost 1. Without Xhaka, it's not been terrible. It's not been terrible. With Xhaka, that's better. 4 shots on target. That's the problem, innit? West Ham had 11 shots on target. Oof. Yeah, we need to improve. Our XG was better. We had 1 clear-cut chance. They didn't have any clear-cut chances at all and still scored. Yeah, we didn't win as many headers as I was kind of hoping. We won a fair amount of tackles, but again, not as many as I was hoping. It's not been great. It's not been great. But it's done. First match is done, right? Just tell everyone that they did okay. Regroup. We've got Burnley next. Look, I can't fault the players. They were fine. It's early days. We're not going to comment upon anything like that at all. 16th. We're not bottom. So again, that's fine. And we take on Burnley next, and they are bottom. So there you go. That's what we've got to look forward to on the next stream, which is going to be tomorrow. So thank you very much, everyone, for that. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Hope it's been fun. It has been fun. I've enjoyed it, to be honest. It's been great getting into it. Let's quickly find out who is about, and we'll go and get some raids done, and then I'll go and tell everybody what's happening. In fact, there you go. Right, Ank's on. We're going to go to Ank. So go make sure you give them a load of support, because they are one of the co-hosts of the WFM show. If you haven't already seen it, you will love it. So yeah, that's been fun. Chris, I'll go and record an outro for the video. Everyone, take care. We'll see you all tomorrow. We're going to continue this, and we're not going to lose tomorrow night. Well, we might do, but we're not going to lose to West Ham tomorrow. Okay? Take it easy, everyone. All the best. Speak to you soon. Bye now. Oh yeah, and I'll do an intro as well.